Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks us for coming.
All right, we're back. It is Sunday night. Real quick before we get into everything else, I want to talk about dry January. It's been going fucking awesome. Sleeping fucking like the best I've ever slept, right? And I'll tell you right now.
Before you say it, I'm sorry.
It's going so good.
Let's fucking go. Yeah. Hey. What a fucking effort.
For those of you not on YouTube, Brendan just shotgunned a Miller Lite.
All right, so now listen,
like
in
a
my
boss.
defense, I went to my sister's house last night. My mother's birthday. Anna Hearn. Great woman.
Happy birthday, Ann.
My sister's like making Cosmos. She's like, I'm just going to stick one in front of you. Like, man is only so strong. You know what I mean? My father's like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm like, well, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. Like, I have the covers off the ball at this point.
Yep.
So anyways, I got cocked. And then I went out with Buggy. Buggy's daughter, by the way, won the Vogue. Yeah. 113 against all the dudes. She's the best. She's a beast. So she won that. So he wanted to go out and celebrate. So we went out and celebrated. It was fucking awesome. So by the way, drinking rules. Let me just
Drinking
say
rules. Everyone thinks if you're on YouTube, you just saw me stare at Brendan for the longest time.
that. Yeah.
That hat is.
This hat is sick, huh?
Yeah.
What do you want for it?
Chicks are getting pregnant with
It's-
this fucking hat on.
What do you
So,
want for
so the only person
I
that
sweat
wants
too
that
much
hat
to
more
it
than me
like
is
that.
Pat Mulcahy.
Yeah.
So he has the
Me too.
same Puma hats that you do.
Yeah.
That is a fucking.
This is a fucking
Holy
hot
shit.
dick energy type hat. I love Puma hats, obviously well documented. I just
Pulling the
bought
cork.
4 direct from
That
them.
is a beautiful hat.
It's great. Yeah.
I'm gonna stare at you all night.
Thank you very much. Lawrence Guarino is here, by the way.
Hey.
From Everyday,
Everyday Nonsense podcast.
By the way, he was
Follow him.
So you have a podcast on
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Everyday Nonsense. Al, famously Al
Angry
from
Al?
Revere
From Revere.
was on it, and you were like, I had to write some diss jokes in case like we came at you, and I'm like, we're not Al, and Danny said, what do you say about Al?
He's just fucking.
He's a
miserable.
loser.
He's a
Yeah,
fucking.
He's a fucking loser.
I think the quote was, fuck Al.
I mean, he wears sunglasses at night, which his sunglasses are great if you're from Revere. I mean, he's got these fucking obnoxious, like,
Their
goggles.
prescription.
Can I also say this?
Their prescription.
For all
Yeah.
the people that say this is an anti-Italian podcast, we've had so many Italians
A lot
on
of Italian
recently.
guests.
Well, I know.
No,
right?
Yeah.
I had this argument with everyone, dude. I'm like, you guys got food and like solid conversation. If you guys want to claim the broads, go nuts. But I'll fight that all day too.
Well, I will say this. I mean, look, the women are beautiful. The food is great.
We'll meet halfway, dude.
Listen, we all bring a little something to the party.
You're having a
You know what I
sun
mean?
cruiser with
We're
the
all bringing a
boys.
little something to the party.
Yeah, you let me know if you need another one.
In a minute.
All right, so you're from Revere,
Yeah.
right? We have friends in common.
Well, I'm from Revere and Beachmont.
Yes, specifically. Yeah.
Yes.
Beachmont roast beef.
Well, no,
I've had
both.
roast beef from Beachmont
Okay.
back in the day.
Yeah, when it's a goat.
Yeah,
It was,
I thought it was great. It was a great back in the day beef.
I don't know if I'd call it the goat.
original.
Originally,
I mean, listen,
saying.
it's not the best, not ever.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, I'm sorry. Maybe not.
Well, you can't call it the goat and say
No, that's what I'm saying. Right. So I think actually that was kind of dumb. But it is kind of like a goat, but retired. Because,
No, it's
and
a-
the game changes.
Yeah.
where
They had a
LeBron
billboard.
isn't better
billboard was
than
fire.
Jordan was. But, it's different. And, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
Beachfront roast beef is just...
Nostalgia.
Listen, I
It's
grew up
nostalgia
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
and
Billy's
they
for me.
came from
It's like
all
Billy's for
over.
me.
Yeah.
It was the first place people traveled
For sure.
to go to. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
absolutely.
So, real quick, I got a story.
And
then we're
obviously
gonna
I'm
get-
biased because I grew up there.
Yeah, we're gonna get into your Revere stuff. We're gonna draft worst of all time people who are successful or something like that tonight. We haven't done a draft in forever. Danny thinks he's gonna win. By the way,
I'm
facts.
telling you right now, my draft is elite.
Tommy wanted to put it out in APB for you, by the way, on Monday night. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. Hold on.
No one
So
fucking.
real quick, I'm gonna
I didn't
just
get
tell
one
this quick
fucking
story.
text from Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah.
By the way, I took him driving today, and first time on the road, like on the road.
Ever?
When I drove with my daughter Tess, like I was like, you just gotta fucking move a little bit. You know, she was like heavy on the brake. This fucking
He's
kid
Fast and
almost
Furious?
put my Silverado right through Kata Hearns. My neighbors have the same last name. Right through her fucking Tahoe. I was like, fucking stop the car. And he's like, I'm like, dude, she's like Kevin McHale driving. It's just like, the legs are too long. I'm like,
Uncoordinated,
dude,
bad vision.
It was fucking bad vision. I was like, get out of the car. I stopped. I threw it in the park, middle of the street. I'm like, get the fuck out. I'm like, Max, I'm like, you're gonna have to drive
Transmission
this kid. So, anyways, so this is what happened last night. So I come out of retirement, right? Like I took one sip of that Cosmo. I'm like, let's fucking go.
Was it not one of the greatest texts that we ever received?
I loved it.
I'm like, I'm back.
I was at a Reading hockey parents party
Shocking.
as I do.
Shocking.
And I turned to one of the kids that listens. I was like, hey, Brendan's dry January is over. Let's fucking go. He was like, yes, and he high-fived me.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said it to me when I walked in, I
Yeah.
was pumped.
Yeah.
Because I did our last episode without drinking because I literally was still a little nauseous
Yeah.
from the night with Alan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta drink when I'm there. I feel bad that he's not gonna be drinking, and I'm gonna be drinking with the other guys.
Yeah,
And then
that's
when
fine.
you said, nah, dry January's over, I was like this.
Yeah. Let's
So I'll tell
fucking
you,
go.
I'll tell you who didn't feel bad last year is these two.
Yeah,
I
we
made
quit
it
on, like,
all
day
the way
3.
through January, and they're the ones who fucking wrote me into the thing, and I finished it.
You know what, though,
Yeah.
dude? Can I say something?
Yeah,
Dude,
say something.
Hey, for the last 3 episodes, you've been riding us hard. 2 years ago, me and Brendan went fucking
Yeah, dude.
from the second.
I wasn't around.
I don't know what to tell you,
You should have
dude.
invited
Yeah.
me. You should have
coulda-
invited me
hey,
earlier.
You could have did dry January whenever you wanted.
My number's
fuck
you
the
don't
rock.
need a
That's all I
fucking.
gotta say.
You don't need a podcast.
I need support.
So, you know what?
And then I had to do it out of spite because you guys bailed on me.
So, by the way, quick plug for the
Next
guy we
week
were
I'm
just
talking
fucking
shit
trashing. Sandwiches last night were from Durham.
Oh, yeah.
There's one for each of you guys over there.
Let's
Italians.
go.
Best Italians in the business. It's a fact. Durham is in Lynn, Mass on Eastern Ave.
437.
Knock on random doors on Eastern,
Eastern
Ave
Ave.
till you find it. That's what I say. You know what I mean? Just keep asking directions. You'll get them. By the way, they have the best. I just have to say this because it is important. They're not like a real sponsor of the show. Al's a friend of all of us. My daughter's celiac. They cannot have gluten or they get wicked sick. They have the fucking hands down best gluten-free pasta you can get. So if you have a wife who has celiac or a kid who has celiac, dude, are you just gluten-free? Addie was like, I brought it home. She's like, yes. She's like, you got that fucking pasta again? I'm like, you bet. So anyways, they're the best. And the girls at the front, they have the best service people.
My wife went to Italy
Yeah.
today, and
Yep.
she got they have a mortadella sandwich that looks suspiciously like Al's.
Yeah, I think they ripped it.
And she said it is not even close.
There you go.
To
That's all you
Durham.
need to know.
Not
That
even-
Italian,
not even
dude,
close.
I gave an Italian to Ryan or her, my neighbor, today. I put it on the back. I go, hey, look. He's like, oh, buddy, this is the best I've ever had in my life.
You don't know Ryan, dude, but that's spot on
how he talks.
impersonation.
If Ryan was like, somebody important, then this would be a really big podcast. So anyway, so I'm sitting there, right, and now I'm gassing drinks. I'm feeling like a million. So my niece.
Back to your
All right, so I'm not gonna say, but both these people that are involved in the story are my godchildren. They're both dating people. They are both dating people who aren't white. Okay.
Okay.
Specifically, one is. I don't even know if I should tell the story, but it's coming out. One's Asian, one's black, right? Which, by the way, I fucking really don't have any fucking problem with it.
Like Tiger Woods.
But I didn't think she was in I didn't think she was in.
Exactly.
No, but not combined.
together.
Not together.
Not together. Yeah.
Two
Two different
different
people.
It's like they didn't
One is
meet yet.
Asian, one is black.
But what if they
If
met?
they got together, they could make a Tiger Woods.
So I'm in
That's
the
Tiger
kitchen. So I'm
Woods
in the
with
kitchen.
2 S's at the end.
So I'm in the kitchen with what I think is the adults, right?
Very nice.
And I'm like, hey, I got one question for this party. And everybody's like looking at me. And I go, when are we gonna get back to dating whites in this family?
Oh, Jesus.
Loves making it awkward, dude.
And all of a sudden, I just see Tommy dying laughing. I look over, and one of the kids I didn't think was in there, and they're like, "I'm now the racist uncle." I'm like, first of all,
Couldn't
that's a
happen to a
fucking
better person.
That's a fucking great. That's a great little racist joke. That's not really racist. Like it was a joke, obviously.
Yeah,
I
like-
actually know one of the kids that great
You
kids.
can only
So can-
say it.
Was
can I-
Maggie in there? Did
Maggie was home because she was sick.
Oh,
so she
okay.
missed out. She would have killed me. Obviously.
horrified.
Yeah.
I told her, and
Horrified.
she was like, "You're a fucking asshole."
So can I tell you a very similar? You sent this to us in a text last night. Are you done? I'm sorry.
What can I get people dating whites again? Did I send that?
No, I'm just. I wanted.
I mean,
to
I
give,
was pretty cocked.
I wanted to give you a. I wanted to give you a version of my father. So when Jovan, who you know very well.
By the way, I'd trade my brother-in-law Nate for Jovan today.
My brother-in-law
Right?
Jovan is the great. I would trade my siblings for my brother-in-law.
He is the best guy I've ever met.
Right. But here's what I learned down in Atlanta. We'll get to that. We don't have to say that. The guys know that.
Yes, 100%.
You don't have to say it.
No.
But I will say this. My brother-in-law is a black fella, 6'4". He had dreads. He doesn't have it anymore. But anyway, when he first came to this family,
Yeah.
right, he was at my aunt's house, and he goes, excuse me, does anyone know where the knives are to, like, cut a cake?
Yeah.
And my father whipped out his wallet. And he goes, it's right in that drawer. Please don't kill anybody. And that's how he was introduced into this family. I swear to God on my parents' soul.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think it's clear through
He's
this
my
show.
favorite human on earth.
I think
Like,
it's very clear through this show that like we fucking love busting balls and like
Yeah.
if you don't
I
like
think
it,
it's
fuck off.
and by the way, and I think it's like I think it's fucking hilarious when somebody just fucking takes the piss out of Irish people and shits on them because we do it all the time, right? Or Italian, whatever. So like
We
in
make
my
fun of
mind,
our
I'm like,
own,
that's.
too, yeah.
But the problem is the two kids that I'm talking about that are my niece and nephew. They're really not old enough to get the joke. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's
Tommy goes,
different.
"Ah!" Like, his head snapped back. He was laughing so hard, right? I'm like, there he is.
Glasses went through the roof.
Yeah, glasses flipped off his face. It was great. Then I had to walk out, try and explain myself to my. I'm like, no, I'm like, I just gotta get the fuck out of here. So I'm just gonna be known as like the racist uncle for a long time. How does that? What kind of a
Still
feeling
no.
do you have
Listen,
about that?
you got to keep doing it when you see them, right? No, yeah, but like jokingly, so that they realize.
Get more intense. I start wearing a white
No,
hood
you
to
Just
the,
be
the event.
be subtle.
But you know what I'm saying? Be like, keep throwing the jokes. Let me. You know what? Because I think if it's funny, if they got to be funny.
Well,
if
all
they're
right.
not funny, don't do it.
No, the
But
irony.
if they're funny,
all
I
right.
think you can do it in a respectful
To give
way
it proper
to let them
context,
know.
I go down to the basement because I'm ready to get Tommy out of there. He is watching. You sent the text today. What's he watching with his cousins? Shane. The Shane's
of course
question.
he is.
Where he's going whites. That whole thing where he's like the whites.
The Watts.
So that was the inside joke. Was like to Tommy and his cousins was like, what were you saying? But they weren't in the jokes.
No,
It's
right,
like-
yeah, so
they're
they
like,
missed
oh
it."
man, look at David Duke over here, like fucking at the party drinking Cosmos. You know what I mean? Fucking piece of shit, like uncle. You know what I mean?
Cosmos.
I'm like, they never should have let those people in this country. Anyway, so let's get back to non-racism.
Let's talk about Atlanta.
Danny.
Buddy.
So let me just say this right now. I bet on Notre Dame heavy
Yeah.
because of you.
Me too. Heavy for me is $10.
So, Lawrence,
Die hard.
I mean,
You're the Rudy of podcast.
I'm the Rudy of life.
Oh.
Like, if
Like a
Rudy
life
came,
lo-
if
like a
Rudy
life
came in here
loser.
right now, I wanted to make sure that he knows how to get into a 3-point stance. Like I'm the real deal, Holyfield.
When he says he's Rudy, he means he couldn't
Call
get
my
in-
phone,
Die
dudes.
hard.
he
Notre
couldn't get in.
Dame.
He couldn't get into a good school, and he's under 6 feet.
Yeah, and he slept in the janitor's
God
closet.
damn,
God damn, Fitzy.
What'd I do to you? So, Lawrence, I went down right after Notre Dame beat Penn State. Me and my man Glenn with one end. Listener. We bought tickets we didn't have tickets into the stadium. We $94 just to get down to Atlanta. No brainer, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He goes, hey, we'll get the tickets now. We'll get the hotel now. We'll figure out everything else later.
What's in Atlanta?
That's where the national championship was.
Can I talk
Yeah.
or no? You let me know.
Listen, if I don't know, if I have one of these questions and you don't answer it, I'll be thinking about
All
the
right,
whole time you're saying
all
it.
right, so that's fine. So now
All
we
right,
know.
I'm sorry. So now you're in Atlanta.
So yeah, so this is
No
Monday. Like this past Monday. I'm flying on a federal holiday.
Okay.
All right? Martin Luther King Day in Atlanta.
Nice.
Yeah, it's sick.
Should definitely get rid of that holiday, by the way.
Jesus
Told my niece
Christ.
that. Fucking around.
You would have
fucking
thought the
around.
airport would be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That was good. That was a
All right,
good joke, dude.
We're gonna cut
We'll
this
be
whole
right
thought.
back after this.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So we get down to Atlanta, blah, blah. The ticket was like $600 2 days later. Same exact ticket.
$93, right?
94.
94.
Yep. So we get down there, we get the ticket, blah, blah, blah. Still have no place to go. Yeah, we're not watching it in the stadium. We know that. If we get a unicorn, we can get in the stadium, whatever the case may be. Doesn't happen. I'm fine with it. I have no problem because in my head, Notre Dame is going to win this game, and I'm going to be with my people who are from the middle of America.
Yeah.
Like they're not.
Yeah.
It's not a Boston team.
No,
And
not at
I've
all.
been to South Bend. These people stink. Like they're not
fun.
They're not fun, dude. They're not fun. They're not like us. You know.
Right. Yes, I understand that part. Yeah.
I would love to
you would
tell
think
you.
they would be.
So they're not.
Breadbasket.
They're
shit.
not.
You know
like
what I mean?
you give a couple hand gestures and
Hand jobs.
are you yeah.
Yeah.
You wipe your face, whatever the case may
Yeah.
be. They're just not like us.
Yeah, they're not built.
they don't get it. So
Most people.
we
aren't.
we land, we check into the hotel, we go to Hooters. It's right near. It's like perfect, right? Hooters in Atlanta.
I'm so jealous.
No, because like
It's been like a rap video.
Dude,
you
I'm
have-
so
you have-
jealous.
You have no idea. So the
I
hat's
don't,
back. The hat's
yeah.
backwards at this point.
Let's go.
Yeah.
that-
like Logan. I mean, like Hawk.
We walked in there, Lincoln Hawk, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go. We walked in there and we were like, let's get a table. And I go, what do we do? We're not table people. It's me and two other guys. And we're like, can we just put in for a table and we'll just go sit at the bar? And she goes, yeah. I go, she's never going to come and get us. This place was mobbed, bro, mobbed. So we sat in the corner, which, by the way, like, this guy just happened to stand up, and my buddy Danny sat down, and I go, we're never leaving here.
Yeah.
Like, I have no problem eating a wing standing up, no big deal. We sat there for hours and hours and hours. I walked around. My kids got me a jersey 3 years ago. It's a Gillis on the back. So everyone thinks I got this fucking jersey because of Shane Gillis.
Oh, it's terrible.
So now I have to explain to everybody that not only am I a Gillis, but I'm a Notre Dame fan that loves Bud Light.
Yeah.
Like this, it's not real life. It's not real life.
They think
Yeah.
you're lying.
Oh, you lie?
Yeah, they
Oh,
think you're lying.
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're a fanboy.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
So
Out of
I'm
all the
sitting-
Notre Dame players.
so I'm like, you know something? I'm just gonna ride this, and I'm like, all right, yeah, it's Shane, I guess. So I'm like, here's my license. Right? Like it took everything out of me to like fucking it just pooted me, right?
Yeah.
I gotta remind everybody, it is fucking 14 degrees in Atlanta on Monday.
That's
like it
wild.
was
That's
fucking
crazy.
That's wild.
insanity.
Wow.
So we're at Hooters, and I go, all
don't
right,
feel
we
bad
gotta
for
we
them.
gotta go a little bit closer to the stadium.
No.
We gotta go a little bit closer to. By the way, I'm gonna have this mic for a minute, just so you know.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be great.
I already apologized. You weren't here when I apologized
Don't
for what I'm doing.
apologize to anything because this is gonna be a 2-hour episode.
Nice.
This is so we leave, right? Sorry, and we're like, let's go find another fuck. We already know at this point we're not getting to the stadium, and we see this big ass fucking billboard and it says OH, and my buddy Glenn with one N goes, "Hey, we should get in that line." I go, "What are we doing, dude?" I go, "That's an Ohio State bar." He goes, "Well, it's close," and I go, "This wind isn't." Like it was fucking freezing in there.
Yeah.
So we're driving around, and I see a Notre Dame bar, and it's, with all due respect to this garage,
Sure.
it's this big.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And I go, let's go there. And we pull into the garage. We saw an Atlanta cop pull out, and I go, all right, let's pull in. They go, they pulled out for a reason. I go, that guy has no balls. I see open spots. So we pull in. They're like, what are you doing? I go, yeah, we're just pulling in right there. Like, you're not part of the fucking tailgate. And I go, that's great, dude. We're going in.
Fuck out of my way.
We're going in.
Yeah.
Swear to God, right? So we pull in, we land. People come out to us and like, are you part of the alumni? I go, yeah.
I'm Gillis.
Yeah.
And they're like, what year? I go, the year that you weren't there, dude, you wouldn't understand. Pop the trunk, we cracked a beer, and we stayed there for one beer. And it was fucking freezing. I go, we have to go inside somewhere. Yeah. So then, right across the street is that Ohio State bar. And Glenn goes, we should go wait in that line. And I go, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Right? So we waited there for 10 minutes, right? And I hear, OH, oh, yeah, OH. I go, I'm not doing much of this. Right across the street, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville.
I'll fuck with that.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right? And it's inside.
Yeah.
Nice.
We go inside. It's all Notre Dame people. All Notre Dame alum.
Wasting away.
They think I go to Notre Dame. So I'm like waiting for a drink, and this person just fucking. So there's a picture like online of me and Glenn at one end of buckets of beer, and that's quotations for people listening. I have Bud Light. Glenn has Coronas. They give me a bucket of. It's the 12-pack case filled with ice, a Bud Light, It's Bud. Glenn has a Coors, not Coors Light, Coors.
Gold.
filled
Like
with-
the Rockies, like he's ripped from
Right.
Yellowstone.
So we're sitting there and we're like,
The banquet beer.
how do we pay for this? And they go, this guy got it. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And this guy comes over, he goes, only for alumni. And I'm like, they think we actually fucking go here.
It's like, thank you. Thanks,
Think we
pal.
go here, right?
Bro, you could be a cornerback or something.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Can't
we
believe
have
it.
no idea.
So that being said, let me fast forward. I'm sorry. We lose.
Yeah.
We lose. This guy bought our beers. We lose. I would love to tell you everything about that fucking game. Listen, my legit blood cousin went to Ohio State. Her dog name was Buckeye. I love her to death.
Yeah.
I've been to
You egged their house.
no. I've been to so many fucking Red Sox games against the Yankees.
Yeah.
Dude, there is no one on earth, and I want this on record, worse than an Ohio State fan.
Yeah. I was gonna wear the hat, but I was too cheap to buy a
I'm
hat
telling
just to wear
you, dude,
tonight.
it is.
That's
like,
legit.
50
why
cent
I-
a guy.
I've
And I
been,
wanted to rock mine.
I've been to so many fucking rivalry things like Colorado State. I've been to so many.
Yeah.
There is no one on earth worse than an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
Ever. On earth. Like Israeli Palestinians. There is no one on earth worse than Ohio State.
All the people are going to list in this.
I have never been more of a
Sandford,
Michigan guy in my entire life as a Notre Dame
Really?
guy.
Yeah.
These people fucking suck.
Let's go TB10.
I don't
fucking
really watch
suck.
football. Never mind college. Once Tom Brady, it was like the day the music died. When he-
But you know what? Like, if you don't watch college football and you're new to it,
I'm all in.
and I don't gamble, so because
Yeah,
I don't
you're-
gamble, I really don't give two fucks.
I am all about like the camaraderie and like,
Yeah, no,
dude,
listen,
these
yeah.
fucking cunts.
Real quick, let me interject. I just want to mention this because, and I'm trying. I'm always so scared that at the gym, like, you want to take a picture of somebody that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
I'm afraid that like they're gonna see me. Not to share like online. Like you're gonna get like escorted out of
Oh, you
Planet
put in
Fitness.
your group chats.
Dude,
that you
there's a
make fun of
guy.
them?
Dude,
Yeah.
there's a guy. There's a fucking guy that goes to the Planet Fitness in Saugus. He definitely is not like slow.
Right.
This guy is draped head to toe. He's built like he's like an inch or two shorter than Danny, so he's probably like 5'4". No, I'm just kidding. Busted balls.
I knew that was coming.
I'm 5'6". On my
No, no, no,
license
no, no.
says 5'7".
No, the guy's probably
You know what I'm trying to say?
no.
I don't-
He legit. He's like 5'10". He's like my height. And the guy's in good shape. He wears, when I say he's draped in Michigan,
Yeah.
every day when he goes to the gym, he's draped, which is pretty much how I see him every day.
Good
I'm
for you.
talking full lid,
Yeah.
shirt or hoodie,
Yeah.
shorts or
Sweatpants.
sweatpants, sneakers with the fucking Michigan
No.
logo on it. I'm like, dude,
Wow.
did you lose a bet? Like, what is
So,
happening?
so before I forget, this is a good idea how to film them. Hold the phone
Oh,
and make like a
buddy,
face like you're
Like you're doing
filming
it
What, you
yourself.
think you made this up?
No,
I do this all day.
Okay, I never do it. I just thought of it on the fly. I was like, I'm gonna
All right, so
forget
go ahead.
this.
Sorry.
Sorry.
All right,
Yeah, yeah.
so
My bad.
real quick. So we already at Hooters, right?
Yeah.
We lose a game. We're like, hey, we're in Atlanta. Some of this has
That's
to
where the players play.
deal with the Patreon,
Nice.
but I'll tell you right now, you got to go to Atlanta.
That's
I
all
don't
you
give
can
a
say
fuck.
with that?
I don't give a fuck if you black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian.
Yeah.
You got to go down to Atlanta.
Wow.
That being said, sign up. I'll tell you the rest of that story. Well, now we sleep. We go back. We have a full day in Atlanta on a Tuesday.
It's going down.
Still freezing?
It's going
Still
down.
freezing.
Oh no, up. It's going up. On
No,
Tuesday.
it's still freezing, and we're like, you know what? Where are we gonna go? And Glenn is all about trying a new spot, and I'm like, can we just know we know?
Go back to Hooters.
Yeah,
We know,
go,
we
go
know.
to Hooters.
Yeah.
So we go to Hooters, and by the way, it is snowing profusely right now in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And everyone's freaking
We
out.
know how
Yeah,
to
they're not
drive.
prepared
We're
for
good.
it.
No, yeah.
We
They're
know how
not
to
ready.
drive, right?
Yep.
So we pull into the parking lot, $20 for the day, right? Where can you get $20 for a day in Boston? You can't.
No,
it-
no, it
not
doesn't.
here.
Church maybe for
Yeah.
mass.
Yeah, you gotta go in at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how
we
you do
pull
it.
in, and
six.
we don't see the same girls. And I'm like, all these girls are legit beautiful, right? All of them. Sit at a different corner of the bar, and one of the girls comes out to me and she goes, "Oh my God," like in the most southern accent possible. She, "Oh my God, can one of y'all take a picture of us out in the snow?" And I was like,
Yes.
"Hello." So I go out there.
Fucking Ansel Adams over
Yeah.
here all of a
Hey,
sudden.
service.
I'm in my wife beater, and I'm like, "This ain't fucking snow, dude." Go out
Two
there.
snow angels.
She goes, where y'all from? I'm like, "I'm from Boston, dude." Like, in the most junky voice ever.
I love it.
For no reason.
Yeah.
No reason. I'm like halfway through a beer. Take the picture, and I'm like, that wasn't my phone. Like, I'm never going to see that picture again in my life. It was a perfect picture.
Really good.
Right?
That was nice.
Come back in, and I told the boys this when I took this. I go, I have 15 minutes of material. And I'm telling you this right now, on camera, on fucking microphone. This is exactly what happened. After I took that picture,
Yeah.
this is what happened. I walked in, sat down. I go, wow, that was a great picture. I'm never going to have that again. And I saw the girl behind the bar go, oh boy. And I go, what's happened? Turn around me. Right hand of God. I have no parents, Lawrence. None. On my parents. Don't worry about it.
No, I still
There was a
what you say.
trans Hooters girl,
With those tight shorts.
about 6'5",
Oh man, so packing the heat.
with a beard.
I love it.
With a beard.
Welcome to Atlanta.
It doesn't
with
strike
a-
me as a very Atlanta thing, but
Listen
No,
to me.
it's just whatever.
Just so you know, like, I don't want to tell you the rest.
yeah.
You took pictures?
No.
Oh.
I had to write it down because I was like, I have a story. Remember I said this? I go, I have a story.
Oh, good. I love it.
So I go, what's happening? So the Atlanta Hooters has 2 floors.
Yeah.
They disappeared that person. I've never seen. I went.
Exiled.
I'm sitting there talking to this girl. I go, what was that? And she goes, I don't know, like working out, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. 2 seconds later,
VIP room at the fucking
this
Hooters.
guy comes over. This guy comes over with his phone like this,
Yeah.
like next to his ear. And he goes, yeah, dude, I don't know what happened. This is crazy. And the girl behind the bar is like, you understand, I can see that you're not on the phone. And she's like, and he goes, no. He's like, I'm talking to Jerry. He's like, yeah, Jerry's not that's your background.
Jerry.
And he's like, no, I can do both. And I'm like, bud, you're fucking up, bud. You're fucking up. Can I just take a picture of just you girls? And I'm like, dude, let me take the picture of you. He goes, I'm out of here. Fucking leaves.
So he's creeping with like taking video? or
Dude,
something?
he was like, he could have been on Chris Hansen in 2 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
I love that show. I wish they'd
He
bring that
needs
show back.
Lawrence's tip, you know what I mean? Like, the fake selfie.
Again, this all happened in fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So the girl behind the bar goes, he probably just wanted a picture of me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're just a Hooters girl. She goes, no, I am a Hooters girl. I'm on the calendar. Brings out the calendar.
Get out of here.
You met some fucking regal ass fucking
opens
Hooters
it up.
people.
Opens it up. And she's like, that's me. And I'm like, that's you. There she is. Right? So now, me, Glenn with one N, and
Doesn't
The
stand for
trans Hooters
narcotics.
person.
the trans
Are all
person.
hung up in the closet.
We're sitting there like, what are you? What are you? And I'm like, you're Native American. You're Monica from Yellowstone.
Your favorite.
And she's like,
That
y'all,
drip.
she just kept, y'all going way too deep. Y'all going way too deep. And I'm like, are you black and white? And she's like, I ain't black and white. Like snapping her gum, like some real like ATL movie shit. Like
Yeah.
Right?
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose
Nah, you
Lake.
guys are going way too deep.
Yeah.
So then she goes, what do you think she's from, dude?
Me?
No, where do you think she's
You're
from?
asking me?
Where do you think she's from? The country or like?
I mean, like what she is.
Yellow.
Think of me.
Oh.
Think of you?
Yeah.
Irish.
Puerto Rican.
Half
Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
Puerto Rican?
and
But
white.
I've never once, think about this, right? I've never once, and I don't think any one of you have ever met a Southern Puerto Rican, which should make sense.
Yeah.
They're all,
But that would make sense that we haven't met one.
no, but you know what I'm saying? Like she's from Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
but she's not from New York or Boston, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So she's got a Southern accent, and she's like, I'm from Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
And I
you think she was like Cuban
And
or
I'm
something.
like, wait a minute, dude. Like this doesn't fucking.
It's a shorter swim.
So I'm like,
I'm only kidding. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
it makes sense.
No, listen, it was a joke that just
It was
came in.
unbelievable.
Thank you. Sorry.
So we talked to her and she's like, I'm from Puerto. You guys are doing this way too much. Like, I'm from Puerto Rico, and I was like, it just didn't make sense because every Puerto Rican girl I ever met is either in jail or my kid's mother.
Right.
So
I love them.
And then Danny's like, "Hey, where'd that trans lady go?"
Try to jerk somebody off in here.
I feel like I've had the microphone far too long at this point.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you good?
Good for you.
But dude,
Just
it was
edit
it was
No, I'm only
wild.
kidding. I'm only teasing.
Here's
I'm sorry.
two more things, and then we can go from there. I already talked about how bad Ohio State fans are.
Yeah.
3 years ago, I had a friend who hates the fact that I'm a Notre
I'm
Dame
sorry.
fan.
I don't care
Yeah.
about college football or Notre Dame, but I'm enjoying the story.
This dude bet me 3 years ago. He goes, Notre Dame's never going to win a championship in our lives. And that day, 3 years ago, I go, I'll bet you $100 that we win it in 3 years. And he goes, all right, fine. Shook our hands. A year later, he goes, let's ante up the bet. Let's do it 2. So, all right, I'm in. So I did it. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but
Yeah, I watched it.
Notre
watched it, they
Dame
were
scored
losing.
first. We killed the whole quarter.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been more happier to win that $200.
Yeah. And then it was all downhill.
I
from there.
paid the guy today.
That sucks.
And I'll tell you right now,
Good news. Sponsorship money just came in.
it
Hell
was
yeah.
fucking
Hey,
unbelievable.
I haven't watched a single college football game all year, except for that game because I knew I was coming on.
Yeah.
And I knew you guys one
Yeah.
plugging the cork and 2 are pulling it.
Yeah.
That was another joke. You know. Anyway, but you're
Hey,
not
Atlanta, what a
anymore.
time,
We're all
though.
pulling it. But I'm sorry, but yeah, but like that game, I was watching it in support, and when I came out hot, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna talk about them winning.
Yeah.
And then once they started
And we
losing, I
didn't.
went, all right, I'm gonna change it. Sorry,
That
guys.
first drive
Sorry,
was-
guys.
Awesome. I was like,
it was
this is going to
yeah,
go our way.
I
I was
can't
like, fuck,
imagine
let's go.
being there.
And then it was just
Yeah.
like the worst fucking day of my life.
Dude, I
because
got-
Was it still fun though? Like, was it still, even though they lost,
I would
and
go.
it was heartbreaking?
I'm telling you
like,
right now, I would go back tomorrow
Yeah.
on a different flight. Frontier, listen, if anyone's listening,
Frontier.
if you go down on Frontier, dig a hole and bury yourself.
What's the yellow planes?
Spirit.
Okay, I went
Yeah.
to Myrtle Beach on that.
All right, so how was that?
We made it in bed.
Yeah, awesome.
He's here
still-
to talk
I'm
about
still
it.
here.
Hey,
Get
if
it
it,
wrong,
if
I
it was a report card, what would you rate it?
I don't remember, and I got.
I'm telling you right now,
terrible
Frontier is
memory.
a fucking D-, dude.
Really?
Garbage.
Still
You-
It's a
passing.
short flight, though.
Still a
It's a hop
passing
and a
grade.
skip.
Yeah,
By the way, someone
Hop and
definitely
a
just farted in
No, I
here,
don't
and
know.
it stinks. And it's
Really?
definitely
it was me.
you.
It was me. It slipped out. Slipped out.
That's how you know somebody's married to like a woman who actually cooks.
Yeah. Right. No, I thought.
I'm so happy that
I walk down the
hall.
hall, and while I'm walking down the hall in the morning, I'm farting, and it's like my wife can hear it.
Yeah.
She can hear me ripping it.
Yeah,
That
whatever.
does stink.
Listen,
That's
after a
I
weekend,
feel like Seth Rogen on the
after-
interview part
after
when
a
he's
whole
like,
Rippled. I,
Did you have
you
ketchup?
might have felt it before you smelt it.
after a whole
Did you have
weekend,
ketchup?
after a whole weekend with trans Hooters girls, sometimes farts just slip out.
Dude, it was wild.
let it rip. Bunch
Think
of
it's a little
dudes.
all right. Couple. Let's get
Sorry.
back on track a little bit, real quick.
Yeah.
Hoodies. Let's start with that real quick. They're on sale. I'm gonna post the link again. This is
We only got
people are gonna be here at Tuesday.
Yeah.
We've already sold a bunch, but they're gonna get printed in like a week or so. I think it's whatever. How many days left, Fitzy?
There's only a couple days left.
No,
I'd say
it's more than that.
7
Yeah. So
days left together.
So a week.
So once those are gone, they're
About a
fucking
week.
gone. Like, so I'm not gonna have any to like sell you like before St. Patty's. So buy it through Ben, Frank. We'll get to them in a bit. But they have we've sold a bunch of them already. If it's local pickup, you can pick up here. We'll meet at the IA, at the Irish American, and we'll do a little fun. We'll do some drinks.
It's obviously not my thing.
Couple quick
But,
things.
but I love it.
Couple quick things. New female corker. I feel like I always gotta address like a female corker when they come out of the shadows because we don't like we're like 97% guys. That's who listens to the show. But the females really are the backbone, just like they were the backbone of America when men went over to war. All right.
Yep.
Sue Alger, I think is how you pronounce. the last name? It's ALG. Doxed. Sorry, Sue. She like hit me up. She's like, I love the podcast. I fucking think it's great. She shared like the comedy show thing. Also, she lives up in Ipswich. She knows Scotty Mo. Great corker. I told her I was gonna give her a shout out. Other thing is,
Nice.
we got a random follow like a month ago from this woman who owns this jewelry. She basically makes like women's jewelry out of like antique spoons. It's fucking sick. She has like 140,000 followers on Instagram.
Holy shit.
So she followed the page.
Hell yeah.
So I went and I was like, Maggie needed a birthday present. So I'm like, I'm fucking got Maggie a bracelet. And then
Showing
I text
support.
her because I sent her a message.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, look, I just want to check. I didn't miss like the tracking. She's like, no, I'm just waiting for this like the gold leaf or whatever she does it with. And I'm like, I found you because you followed the podcast. She's like, are you guys pulling the cork? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you guys seem like you have a ton of fun. I'm like, we do. I'm like, let's fucking bend some spoons and make some fucking jewelry.
Yeah.
So Not So Flatware is the Instagram.
Oh, that's sick.
Nice.
And this is not a paid ad or anything. Just like she makes awesome shit.
Free plugs.
And apparently another female corker. So we like to recognize that. So we're gonna draft tonight. We're gonna draft the worst people of all time.
Oh, nice.
And
That was
we
a
had
comma.
to
That was a
draft.
comma.
Yeah,
Now listen,
who
I have
are
to say this.
successful?
Yeah. Oh, last
worst
thing.
successful people of
Yeah,
all.
Nolan was on last week. Nolan
Yep,
Baker,
Yep.
comic, very funny kid.
I don't think
Tesco's. My
I
daughter
don't think
calls
I've
me.
ever got more people asking like, "What the fuck is up with that kid?"
That kid's hilarious. So
I love his
my
voice.
daughter calls
His
me.
voice is
He's like, "Yeah, man, fucking
Like,
let's
yeah.
go."
like, you know what I mean? It really
He's
is.
hilarious.
As you know from doing comedy,
Yeah.
it's something like how you tell the story, how
He's
you
a-
sound, your voice
Kid's got it.
can work in your favor.
So my daughter calls me like 2 days later because I put the reel up, and she's like, "Dad," she's like, "that kid on the show." I'm like, "Yeah," and she's like, "He's my girl I played field hockey with, his older brother, and he used to drive us places all the time." She's like, "He's very funny. He's wicked weird," and I'm like, "He is weird in the best way. Like we're weird. You know what I mean?"
us.
Like. She goes like, she told me a story I'll tell on the Patreon. Nothing bad, like at all. Like, so just to be clear, but like of him driving them to practice. And no, it's not. It's not weird at all. It's just funny. He's in the Patreon now. Nolan's a new member of the Patreon.
Let's go.
Oh, dude.
But I'm like,
yeah,
man,
good for you.
I'm having some young ass people on here that would drive my daughter to practice. But we wanted to have Lawrence on because you're 46, right?
Yeah, I just turned 46.
I'm the oldest one in this game by far. But
I'm a Capricorn, so that means I am a goat.
there you go.
Ding, bing, bang.
So we wanted to have you on because we're going to draft worst people of all time who were successful or have been successful at something. I think that's pretty loose, right? We can do it pretty loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Success.
my
Yeah.
list is long.
Success
Let's do
is
a little.
loose.
Let's do a little ad real quick. Start
Yeah.
with 2 ads. Misguided Spirits. You can see it if you're watching YouTube right there. That's their crooked vodka. First drink I had coming back. Do you know what it was made with? Crooked vodka.
Let's
there you go. Yeah.
I love this vodka.
It's great. It's excellent. Misguidedspirits.com. They have it all over the place. The Quiet Few in East Boston, where I blacked out and Danny saved my life. You can black out off this. I bought shares. They're doing a thing with it, selling shares of the company to like drive more like production. And I am now an owner. I'm not only a client, I am also an owner. They're the best. Check them out, misguidedspirits.com. They're all over fucking New York, all over every place. They're at the House of Blues. You can get them there. Ben Franklin Print Company. Let's do that real quick. Ben Franklin Print Company does all our printing for everything, for the golf tournament, everything. They are the best of the business. I think I've given so many people their shit. Like Josh is getting his sweatshirts done by them right now.
Fucking right.
They're out of Middleton, Mass. 978-624-7341. Where you can find them. All right, here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna click this to get the order of draft numbers. All right, I got a wheel here. Right,
I'm looking at it.
Lawrence,
Yep.
Brendan, Danny, Fitzy in it. Okay, first one to go. Click the spin.
Is he pissing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you could piss behind the garage.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Fitzy has the first pick.
Let's fucking go.
Ah, you prick.
All right, it's 5. We're taking 5. Fitzy's first, so we remove Fitzy. Second pick, we got Danny is second.
Right.
It's snake style.
Just go that
There
way.
we go. I can already tell.
Go ahead.
You guys are fucking me.
Go ahead.
Fucking with the Italian.
I'll probably be last.
Hey, look, I'm the same size when I get out the stool.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
you us third.
Hey, you're damn right. I'm LG3.
There you go.
I'm LG3. I'm the third.
And then I obviously I kind of spun it, but it's just my name.
It's unbelievable.
Wait a minute, so
It's a whole. It's a whole.
Wait a minute. I just realized that they fucked me so bad on the numbers. It's all of them, and then the cool pick at the end. They
No.
took that one too. So they put me third, which is the worst pick of the draft because I'm Italian.
That is the reason, by the way, specifically.
I love it.
All right, go take a leak, and then we'll get you back. All right, so Fitzy, you're gonna go
Hey, let's
first.
talk shit now.
Yeah.
And I get the last, so I get the wraparound.
Yeah.
Anything you wanted to say before we get into this specifically?
No, nothing. I've been partying with Reading parents again, just fucking on benders.
Yeah.
Benders never end.
Life is a bender.
Yeah, life is a bender.
YOLO.
A roller coaster. So Panuzzo's fucking just not
Disgusted with
happy.
you.
Not happy with our chat.
Not happy with us at
the
all.
whole chat. He's not happy with.
By the way, I've been perfect.
You're doing good.
Except for today.
You're doing pretty good. I had empanadas the last 2 days.
Yeah.
So it's like fried, just fried little
Pastelitos.
delicious pockets of. Shout out to School
Dude,
Street Spoon.
Yeah.
Free ad for them.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
Javier Baez, School Street Foods in Linfield, 618 Salem Street. Unfucking believable.
It's not even real. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
So
Yeah.
good.
So, yeah, we haven't been. Listen, I mean, I've been on my shit, but I can't do anything to make Panuzzo happy. So, by the way, we'll get to that in a little bit. We'll talk about the success lift in a minute. You want to draft first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You take it, Panuzzo?
All right, so my very first one. Lawrence, you ready for this?
I'm back, motherfuckers!
All right, Lawrence is
Let's
back.
go.
So here I'm gonna make my first pick.
All right.
My first pick, someone who's very successful and is an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
Richard Sackler.
Motherfucker.
Do you know
this was gonna happen?
He's
Do you
on.
know?
He's on
my list.
He's on
Yeah.
my list.
Yeah,
dude.
he's at the
Yeah,
bottom.
Listen,
Really?
I'm only kidding. Yeah, but no, I didn't mean to say it
if
like
he-
that.
Listen,
Hey, what a
he-
fucking-
talk about a piece of shit, dude.
I got the whole family, bro.
the whole
Well,
family.
The whole
Yeah.
family's at the bottom of my list,
So
too.
Anyone around this
obviously
area,
Just
bro.
talking about what my
Obviously,
team
the
might be.
Sackler family would be, if I could draft like a whole family, it would
Yeah,
be the
100%.
Sackler family.
Yeah, I agree with
Richard was the one who was more cutthroat with like
you. He knew what the
the
danger
FDA.
was.
Yeah,
and
he knew exactly what he was doing.
He wanted the
And
paycheck.
he manipulated the fuck
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
the FDA.
Yeah.
Like schmoozed them with money and fucking in trips and fucking boat rides and fucking
Yeah.
all kinds of shit to get the guy that's signing off on their
100%.
drug
Yeah.
to approve his fucking drug that was going to ruin generations.
Yeah.
With him knowing full well that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
I mean, that's like, dude,
Great. pick.
it is
That's-
unbelievable. It's
that is the number one
unbelievable
pick.
these guys aren't in jail for life. Like,
That's what I mean. So they had
Listen,
to
he
pay.
paid a fine at the
That's
end of the
it.
day.
Yeah.
He paid a fine which put a dent. Didn't even put a dent. I'm sorry.
It's
That's
a
the right way.
scratch. It's a scratch
It was-
on his fucking
yeah.
family's
And-
fortune,
and-
estate,
And
fortune.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
That
think
he
it's.
made.
I don't even think it's against his name.
Yeah,
I think.
it's wild.
Yeah. And he
There's
didn't do any
no,
jail
there's
time.
no criminal. It's
Yeah.
a whole
Nothing
civil,
in his
Dude,
life.
if he,
It's a civil
if he
lawsuit.
did 24 hours in a county, he would not go.
dude, I
alive.
think
Yeah.
everybody here knows a handful of people, or way more,
Someone-
that have died.
It's
Because of,
affected
because
by-
of,
yeah.
dude, I've told this story
Too
a million
many
times, but like,
friends.
I got
Too many.
lucky. Like, I was landscaping, I was off semester of college, and my buddies were doing them, and I've never seen a fucking thing in my life that I didn't take.
Yeah.
But they were like all melted into the couch, and I'm like, dude, I want to go out and try to meet chicks.
Yeah, I don't wanna do
This
this.
doesn't seem like the drug for that.
Yeah.
No.
So like, I was like, all right, peace. I just got lucky evading it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
People
so
that drank
Yeah.
didn't really do it.
yeah.
That's- You know
It
what I
was
mean?
more
Like, they
yeah.
were drinking.
Yeah.
And they got into drinking. They didn't even smoke weed, people that drank
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
For me, at least.
Yeah.
If you smoked weed, you usually did drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those pills really were like...
Fucked up.
Took
Yeah.
over everybody.
They sell you, too, with the whole... Like, if you're not in pain,
Yeah.
what they're designed for, they sell you with the you can fuck forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like what you sell
I
a
miss-
young kid who comes in 2
I
seconds.
never saw that
It
commercial.
never worked for me either.
Guys,
You know
you
what
can
I'm
fuck
was
saying?
that
forever.
just Revere?
They're like,
But
guys,
they tell you, oh, you got jam
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, that was
Side
just
effects.
that was you in the palace.
yeah.
No, listen, I didn't go to the palace. I would meet you before and after you left the palace, is what I did. I didn't go to the place.
I never saw that commercial where they were like, side effects may include fucking forever.
They would have did
I
better.
was like, can
they
you
would've did
get
better
done?
numbers.
Jesus Christ. Fucking A.
Are you a one pump chump?
Why, you
Take
guys
this.
really?
Take oxys.
You're never gonna come ever again. All right, Danny,
Didn't
you're up.
happen to me.
I'm gonna butcher this dude's last name. Martin Shrikley?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, what a pick. That's a
Kelly
great
or
pick.
whatever his name
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
That's a great
yeah.
pick.
Who
Yeah.
is he? That's a great pick.
He's the one that he had like the AIDS fucking
Yeah,
No.
drug and he juiced the price on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It wasn't AIDS, it was
5,000%.
Let me tell you what I think is worse.
That's a good one.
He bought the one
Yeah.
Wu-Tang album that they
Yeah, yeah.
released,
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
played it on the internet.
Hey,
Yeah.
you want to
Didn't
take
the-
my pick, Brendan? Because I was about to talk about it. I know the members of the Wu-Tang if you want to talk about that too. Jesus Christ.
Talk about stepping on dicks.
Jesus.
My fault. That's
Hey,
my fault.
No, to be honest with you, I've done it to you 1,000 times. That's probably warranted.
That's my fault.
Hey, but Martin Shrikley, he's like the biggest piece of shit on earth.
Geekly.
Yeah.
Shrikley?
No, I said geekly.
Oh, yeah,
Go ahead.
whatever.
Yeah.
But
Kelly, I think it is something like that.
the best was like he was on what's the whatever. He was on a podcast and with Shane Gillis,
Yeah.
my cousin that didn't answer my fucking text on Monday, and he goes, what did you think about like juicing up the fucking? He's like, well, you know, the AIDS medicine was 33 cents a medicine or 33 cents a pill. And I put it up to, he goes, yeah, you're a piece of shit, dude. And he's like, that's the piece of shit move. He goes, no one cares that you're making money. He's like, but you went up 5,000%.
You made like
So it was-
$170 a
Yeah,
pill.
yeah. So it wasn't AIDS. It was It was an anti-parasitic or something that people need.
Yeah.
And it was $13.50.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. It was $13.50.
I thought it was AIDS.
No, it was
I thought it was- I thought it
anti-parasitic or
was
something.
Sure it wasn't AIDS, dude?
I
Nah,
just looked it
definitely
up.
not
But
AIDS.
listen, $13.50 a pill, up to $750 a pill, dude.
So
it
you
was
went to jail.
diabetic.
Scumbag.
Wasn't it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
diabetes
It
medicine?
might have been something to do
I
with
thought it was like a very common, like insulin.
The guy stunk, dude. Like
Yeah.
he could have
Yeah.
he could have been the richest person ever with this drug.
Still stinks.
anti-parasitic, but it has something to do with
scumbag.
diabetes. It's something like where you have diabetes, you need to take this drug along with it. And he was the only one that owned it, and he went from $13 to $750,
That's
like a scumbag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Scumbag.
he did jail time, but he's still a millionaire.
Yeah.
So he's a total piece of shit that's
Yep.
still very successful.
Yeah, yeah. No shit.
all right. You're up.
Hitler.
I couldn't believe that you
I
didn't go
think-
number one.
I think he was on everyone's.
He's
Yeah,
on,
mine.
my list, but
Let's
got
not
good
forget some of the
numbers.
good things he did.
He's
all right?
terrible.
no. So
He's like the
he
ultimate
was
piece of
he
shit.
was successful for
He
a tiny period of time, and then he fucking shot himself in the face.
Yeah.
didn't get caught.
I know, but he wasn't like he
Went out
wasn't,
on his own terms.
So
he did
Richard-
some shitty
Richard
shit.
Sackler,
But he was successful.
And he
at
made a lot
becoming
of money
the
because he
fucking
stole
great,
it.
yes.
Terrible.
correct. But
Elon Musk
Rated
loves him.
How old
Rome.
was he when
no,
he died?
doesn't. That's terrible.
when he killed himself, how old was he? That's not a successful long life.
Yeah, but he was
syphilis.
successful at
Richard
gaining
Sackler.
the
Richard
fucking-
Sackler is
Still
gonna
alive.
retire in die
All
of
right,
old age.
Nobody
The
has
way I
that
look at it-
mustache.
okay,
Billionaire.
The way I look at it is like this. The way I look at it is like this.
That's like something he
You,
took forever.
You're looking
was-
at it as the worst of all time, who was
but
successful.
who could get success? Who gained success?
Yes. All right. So I get that, right? But
By the way,
he had
he
a short,
started
he had
animal
a
rights.
short run.
Did you know that?
No.
A lot of people don't.
What's that?
He started a big thing for animal rights. He did not care about Jewish people, apparently, at all. But he was a big dog guy. I looked that up on the internet today.
German
German
Shepherds.
Shepherds.
I have two. I have two of them. I
Yeah,
know.
he was all
Adolf
hopped
and
up
who?
on fucking
Yeah.
methamphetamines.
Petro and Strager.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, not a good guy in general. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
No.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
sleeper. I didn't even have to look at my list.
Yeah.
It was like number
I
one.
can't
didn't
believe
know.
you went
I'll
to
tell you
the
right now, I
fucking
can't
third
wait.
pick.
Wait, third. That was unbelievable. Yeah, good pick.
Thank you.
Good pick.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go with a guy who you guys aren't gonna know. Okay, I'm gonna lose the draft because we'll post this. I'm gonna lose it.
I can
this guy-
say, I don't want to look. I'm right there.
No, this guy. Listen, I'm gonna say his name. Then I'm gonna ask you what you think he did.
Okay.
Okay, his name is Wayne Wheeler. Do you know who he is?
No.
Okay.
Wayne Wheeler.
Yeah, you get one guess each what he did. He did not start the appetizers in Buffalo. I'll just give you that as a first one. You can take any guess.
He started the wheel.
No, but that would be unbelievable if he did. Go ahead.
I don't know.
All right.
Serial killer.
He killed innocent whales.
All right, listen. Yeah, he did.
You guys
He-
are stuck on whales.
He was very bespoke.
Name.
Wayne Wheeler started Prohibition. This guy fucking came out of the woodwork.
What a piece of dog shit.
Piece of shit.
Oh
This is
my
dry
God, what a
January
pick.
started Prohibition. They call it Wheelerism. Let me tell you right now.
He won that round, dude.
If you're a Wheelerist, you're a fucking zero. All right?
Loser.
This guy was like, I guess somebody was hurt in a farm accident, and he was like, drinking's bad. Like, don't farm at all, I guess, is what the fucking message that is.
I hate
By
the
the way,
Wheelers.
dude, that guy is probably deeply closeted, okay? That's what I'm just saying right there at the time.
Used to go to Hooters for the trannies.
Yeah, for the trannies. He's a big tranny guy.
Sometimes it happens.
I'm reading his Wikipedia right here. His great-great-great-great-grandson is a trans waiter at Hooters. At Hooters, yeah.
That makes sense.
Wait person, I should say.
Yeah, wait person.
Yeah, wait person.
They, them.
Okay. All right. So that guy fucking sucks. Let me go with my next person. This is you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Lawrence, you may not. Okay. You guys recently watched a documentary on this individual. This individual's name is Gigi Allen. Okay.
This is my guy.
Now listen.
I'm a big Gigi
Okay.
fan.
So
This guy stinks.
All
dude.
right,
What a
Literally
literally
smells bad.
stinks.
So let me
Yeah.
tell you, if you don't know who Gigi Allen is,
Watch this fucking
all
documentary.
right, Gigi Allen was a punk performer, right?
Okay.
Whose shtick was he would fight his fans, he would shit on the stage, he would smear it all over himself, and he would smear it all over everybody, right? He would take X-Lax before the shows, so he would shit all over the place. Now, about 3 weeks ago, our good friend Joey Boats, who's a long-term contributor to the show and long-term guest, sends a message to all of us like, you guys will watch this documentary. So these guys, you sent it. You sent it. So Joey watches it, right?
Danny
We have
watches
a
it.
documentary thread, basically. Danny watches it.
Nice.
So I'm not writing anything involved, right?
So, yeah, Brendan kept this
I just didn't
secret.
say
He's like,
anything.
I know. In his head, he goes, I know who Gigi Allen is.
So when I'm in like the 8th grade or 9th grade, my buddy Steve, not gonna use the last name, his
Allen.
single mother, he had a Steve Allen. He had a basement like kind of like setup that was kind of like this garage, right? Like it was just like it was just him and his mom, and it was just a drug den. Like we go down there, smoke weed, and like fucking watch like whatever, right? So he's like, have you guys seen this fucking Gigi Allen guy? I think like we're gonna watch the next like fucking Alice in Chains. You know what I mean? And he's got like a fucking VHS tape of a live Gigi Allen show. I had enough Gigi Allen in my life at that point when I saw that video. Imagine 9th grade, high as a fucking kite, watching a guy smearing shit all over himself and other people. The worst music of all time.
Yeah.
And so when this came up, and Fitzy's like, you gotta watch this documentary. I'm like, I've had this guy in my fucking back of my brain since 88.
Dude, he's like,
You know
I'm
what
good.
I
I've
mean?
had enough.
Yeah, I've had enough Gigi
What was
Allen.
that dude's name that you were like, someone rules?
Yeah, something sex. What the fuck's his name?
Sex
He's
Pistols?
either way. He's the
Sid
no.
Vicious?
So he's Gigi Allen's drummer.
Oh,
So
dude.
he performs naked, the whole time. And
Fully
he's old.
naked.
Now he
Imagine a
still performs.
67-year-old
60.
white fella.
Yep, with pink hair.
Pink
Listen,
hair.
back in the day when the second wave of that music came was, when I was in high school in the 90s,
Yep.
we had like no effects. Like you had grunge era and then you had
Grunge was sick.
You know what I mean? It was and then but we also had the 90s rap.
Yeah.
With West Coast,
Sick.
Death Row.
Yeah, you guys got it.
Biggie, Bad Boy, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like we
A
had
bit
the
of
best.
Pelican.
Plus we were listening to The Doors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
it was-
I agree.
it was
I agree.
like,
You
we're all
actually
tripping
replied.
on
I
acid.
put
It
that
was
Pete Rock and
unbelievable.
CL Smooth on my story. You're like, dude, yes.
Yeah,
Like, let's fucking
sometimes
go.
I'm slow,
Yeah, I
sometimes
reminisce.
I'm quick. I'm sweeter and thicker than a Chico stick.
So this guy is his drummer. He performs naked, and then at the end of their set, he invites a pretty girl up on stage to stick his drumsticks up his
Up
ass.
his ass.
It's weird. I mean, listen,
It's weird.
whatever
Hey, he's
works for
from
people.
Revere, dude. I don't know.
Is he really? Good for him.
His name's Al.
They're from New Hampshire. Hey, they're from New Hampshire.
They literally are from
Yeah,
New
they're all
Hampshire.
from New Hampshire.
They're
No
really from New
bullshit.
Hampshire.
Like Godsmack.
Gigi Allen.
No,
Look
dude,
him up.
Godsmack's all right.
Yeah.
Godsmack's all right. I love Godsmack.
I do too. I do too.
All right, so I got the guy who did Prohibition and
Gigi
Gigi
Allen,
Allen.
yeah.
So you just came off Hitler. By the way, you're ahead.
You're up.
For sure.
Okay, so
Who's next?
I mean, I want to just get this out because it's fun for the show.
Yes.
Sure.
Zach Bryan. You guys hate him, and he's
I like him.
successful. He is super. And
I
you
like
know
him.
what? The internet doesn't like him that much either, unless.
Listen,
Why is he getting hate right now?
Listen, I wanted to
I feel
get it
like
out,
he's
so it was
getting
worth a
bossy.
second pick.
But I don't know if he's getting like.
I like one song, and I
Broad
still like
media
it,
hate.
so I don't care.
I have ended
don't
my.
like 'em.
I'm gonna give you that pick back. You can have a new pick.
All right.
I've
This
ended,
is-
I've
I did
ended
that
my.
for the
This is
show.
outrageous.
I've ended my ceasefire.
Hey,
Unbelievable.
what
I've
did
ended my
hey,
ceasefire.
what do you have? You have naked pics of fucking Brendan?
No, why would
He's got a
happen?
drumstick that
You-
smells
you're
like
the only
Brendan's
person-
butthole.
You take naked pics.
You're the only person on earth that's ever gotten a fucking pic back.
Dude,
Thank you.
there's a better chance of me taking a naked picture of like anybody in the world other than myself. You know what I mean? Like, there's no chance.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's not a great sight.
I
Nobody
did
wants
it
to see it.
once.
So are you gonna
I'll
stick?
save that story for Patreon.
All right, perfect.
For when I was single and they got me. All right. All right.
Are you keeping your pick or are you
No,
picking
no,
up
no,
your-
no,
I
no,
got
no,
it.
no,
Okay,
thank
all
you.
right.
I
That was
understand.
good.
That was
good
for the
humor,
show.
though.
That was
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
all
it. I like it.
The Zodiac Killer.
Oh yeah.
Just don't
that's
get
a-
any more successful than never getting caught.
I agree.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
agree.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right.
That's
Yeah,
a good
I
one.
like
That
that
was-
one.
that was
Yeah.
my number
Great
3.
movie too, by the way.
Yeah.
Zodiac's a great movie.
Yeah.
Who was in that? Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
and
Leto? Was Leto in it?
That
Or
was
Jake
no.
Gyllenhaal?
I don't think
Yeah,
Leto
Jake
was in it.
Gyllenhaal.
Jake
I
Gyllenhaal
always
was in it.
confuse them two.
That's a good movie. I thought it was okay. I think the Zodiac Killer, the story is fucking wild. Dude.
Yeah.
Because it was like he did it in like
When you
So
really
he
commit
probably,
crimes.
I think he probably had to have
inhabited spaces. Like people, there was
Yeah.
witnesses.
I think he
to, like, the
probably had to
crimes.
have
Yeah, but
died
nobody had
because
phones.
Maybe.
those
You
guys
don't
can't
stop.
help themselves.
Yeah, they
they
don't
want to
stop.
be known, like
Yeah.
BTK. Like
Yep.
they
Yep.
can't help themselves. They want to be known. You know what I mean?
Once you get away with it too, it's
And
like
he sent so much
feeds it.
How hot would
correspondence
the
to
girl
fucking
have to
thing.
be? Let's imagine we're all single again,
Yeah.
right?
I'm scared of this question.
No, to
Not
date
even-
a girl and find out that like her dad's BTK.
Who?
The bind, torture, kill.
You don't know him? Serial killer?
He was like a fucking animal control officer,
Yeah,
like
he was a-
Ohio or
he was
something
a,
like that.
Oh,
A
the one that
wildlife-
had them all stuck in his house and one's escaped?
No,
No,
Oh, you
no,
mean?
no.
Oh, you mean every single serial killer?
no. So he was a guy. He was
I'm
a
drunk.
wildlife ranger.
Yeah.
Basically, way out
Okay.
in the Midwest.
Yep.
Nice.
And he would go into families' houses,
Yeah.
tie them all up, fuck with them, and then kill them.
Yeah.
And he never
front
got,
of
he didn't get
the
caught for like
people who are
30, what was it, like 30 years?
Yeah, something crazy.
And then
Wow,
finally
that's
he kept fucking with the police.
Yeah, he
and
kept
they
sending
finally caught-
letters.
They finally caught him.
Yeah, and they
Good.
finally caught him.
Yeah. Zodiac, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
That is a good pick.
Sleep.
All right,
I'm
so
trying to
Danny, you're up.
Ready for this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Casey Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, dude. Nothing worse.
Wow. Now
Nothing,
that I'm a
nothing
dad.
worse.
Now that I'm a dad.
Casey
yes.
Anthony is a total utter piece of shit. She did her time, and
Is she out?
Went
yeah.
to Disney
So
when she
that's
got
so
out.
she's
She went
that's
to
why
Disney.
you're
so,
saying
that-
she's
so that's
successful
why
'cause
she has a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
documentary, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking bad.
And
That's bad.
and not bad looking.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
no.
it's-
That's
like,
what sells them. That's what makes like.
I think that's why she got
it's like
forgiven
the
so
Karen,
easily.
dude, it's part of like why the Karen Reed thing's so big. It's like she's not a bad looking person, so it's like I don't really find her super attractive, but like part of the reason that if Karen Reed was a slam pig from Everett,
Should be dead.
she'd be dead, but like it wouldn't be as big of a story. It's that this girl's this buttoned up girl worked at like Fidelity. You know what I mean?
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what like makes it cook.
I really didn't follow that whole thing that much either. So
I
I'm
didn't
not
even,
into
like,
it.
and
Yeah.
I tried,
I don't care.
dude.
Yeah.
But
I'm waiting for the Netflix documentary to
Same,
come out.
but this
then I'll watch
this
it.
Casey Anthony thing, right?
yeah.
She just shows up, and I'm like, she might be. I don't know, dude. Like, it makes you fuck. Meaty's a crazier thing. It's like, hey, look at me with this fucking makeup on, with this hourglass figure. Like,
I mean, you wouldn't want to have a kid with her.
no, ever. You out of your mind? She's definitely
But you
guilty,
wouldn't throw her out of bed.
1,000%. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when that
Wrap it
story.
up.
she made $1 zillion after that. So talk about a shit person that made
Yeah.
$1 zillion.
Yeah.
She went to Disney after.
I know.
I remember
she
when
worked
that.
Like she won the
I'm
world.
going to Disney,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? I'm going to Disney.
I think I was in high school when that story came out and when
Yeah.
it happened and shit. And
Terrible.
my cousin was driving and her friend was in the front seat. I'm in the back seat and she's driving and she gets into like not a fender bender, but an altercation with another driver. And she gave the other driver the finger and it was a lady. And I was like, you got to be careful. You can't just be flipping people off.
Yeah.
You never know what they're going to do. She's like, she had a kid in the car. And I was like, so did Casey Anthony.
yeah. Seriously. All right, Fitz, you're
That's
up.
one
Back
of
to
my best
back.
jokes ever. I'll just go fuck myself right now.
Well,
I might know
Fitz,
something.
I gotta be honest with you.
What?
You were 100% out of high school when that happened.
I don't think so.
Casey Anthony.
I forgot what she did.
Is
I
she the
forgot
one
how
that
she
was
killed
like-
her
it
kids,
was
so
like
I didn't get the
drive the
joke.
kids
It was
to the
like
lake?
2 weeks ago.
I'm sorry.
Did she drive the kids into the lake?
No.
Oh,
What
who
did
was
she
that
do?
then?
I forgot how she did
Just
it.
Google it. Dude.
No, you're thinking of the other lady
Was
who
it-
drove her kids in the lake.
Yeah, what was that? Oh, so that's not her?
Yeah.
All right, well, good pick, Danny. All right, so my next pick is Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, motherfucker. I
had him.
Yeah.
I had him too.
So he had a whole island dedicated to fucking molesting underage
Piece
girls
of
and boys,
shit.
I guess.
I mean,
you know?
scumbag.
Did you watch? So
Unwilling sex is the worst thing
it's the worst.
to do.
He
You know,
had
like-
so even before he had the island,
Yeah.
he was that his wife or lady, what was her name? Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was bringing underage
Yeah.
girls into like.
I'm sure it took enough time, like a
Florida.
while, to be able to buy an island.
Yeah, so
So,
he was
in
doing
the
this
meantime,
for, in the
yeah,
meantime, he's
yeah.
just fucking them in his house in
Yeah,
Florida.
right. Like in his basement
Dude,
apartment.
it was to the
man
point where
cave.
these underage girls
Sorry, it's terrible.
were like fucking describing his penis and shit. Like
Yeah.
remember the not to take anyone's pick, remember the Michael Jackson trial
Yeah.
where the kid's like he's got like a blue vein on his cock and fucking blah blah blah. They're describing pictures of the
Dick.
penis.
Yeah.
The old
penis.
peen.
You can't say dick.
You can say dick.
Oh, nice.
Dick works.
Yeah.
Dick cock.
Yeah.
Cocked. Yeah. Mother. No. You know what's a
So
one-
Jeffrey
I'm sorry.
Epstein, again, another one who he's dead.
Yeah.
So he didn't have a long run, but he did some terrible
Dude.
fucking shit.
And
good
how about
pick.
him having that fucking
Yeah.
painting of
Third
Clinton
round.
in his fucking
I know,
in
yeah.
the dress? Like,
Yeah.
dude, you know what? Here's the thing. Some people are like your buddy that you do the show with, Dave, right? Lawrence?
Pay
I'm
attention.
sorry.
Your buddy Dave that you do the show with? Is it Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah. He's
got
a
two Daves.
conspiracy theory guy, right? Loves conspiracy.
Yes.
Also, by the way, he was on my list of worst people. The guy the only sub he orders is a turkey with just salt and
Oh,
pepper
so
on it.
that's him. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that reel.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I've never had an
Hey.
Italian sub. Has he though?
No.
No, I think he's telling the truth.
I
on
think he's
this.
telling the truth.
That's so weird.
I
But-
know.
Dude, like, so here's the thing. You can go down those rabbit holes, right? I prefer not to. And I'll tell you why. I got enough shit that I gotta worry about paying my own bills and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walking right into
Like,
that.
I got a whole list of things that I gotta take care of. I don't need to worry about Bill Clinton's fucking blue dress, you know what I mean, that he was wearing
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yep.
Monica's, whatever.
Yeah.
Not a good guy. We can confirm that, Epstein. And definitely didn't kill himself.
No.
Definitely didn't kill
No.
himself.
No.
He had
Like-
too much information.
Yeah.
And they
Where's fucking Ghislaine, by the way?
way?
With the fucking info.
Yeah, what murder?
Yeah. Where's she?
Who knows, dude?
It's
Yeah.
a wrap. Haven't heard her
Hopefully-
name in a fucking year.
Hopefully
Yeah.
there's a fucking
Yeah.
executive order
It's
coming
not-
to release that
yeah,
shit.
let's hope so.
But
yeah.
probably not.
Yeah.
You know?
Trump is
first,
probably there.
First off,
Yeah, he's probably there.
I know we're laughing about it, but that's a true story. Like, we should make that happen, dude.
100%.
Yeah, we want the
1,000%.
Yeah,
Million
hey,
percent.
RFK files, MLK files, all that shit, and let's get the Epstein.
By the way, real quick,
Yeah.
real quick, non-paid plug. I spent yesterday doing errands because I had to do some errands, get my mother's gifts, and pick up
Gay.
subs. Yeah, errands are gay. And I listened to all of Justin's
Music.
first album,
Yeah.
Bernard Cozy,
Yep.
his performance name,
Salty ego.
which is pop punk, which is not like my thing.
Yeah.
It's great. Justin's great at
I
it.
clicked on a couple of those
Yeah,
Spotify
he's great. Yeah,
videos.
that
yeah.
song,
Not bad.
Sunshine, great song on this first album.
I gotta.
By the way,
I gotta
Justin's hot as
listen
a
to it.
rock.
Yeah.
Listen to this right now.
That's awesome.
All right, you got a wraparound pick.
All right, so I'm going with who obviously Hitler was the number one bad guy, right? But he had someone in his employ who was fucking terrible. Joseph Mengele.
I know exactly who this is.
So
Nice.
Joseph Mengele
Big
was
fan.
was
Kidding,
Hitler's
kidding.
like chief doctor or something like that.
Awful
he was
person.
a medical person,
Who
right?
made the poisons?
He made
No.
the gases.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he
made the
did
gases.
loads of-
He
He
did
administrated.
experiments.
He administrated the gases.
Yeah.
The worst thing was he did experiments on prisoners, Jews, whoever they had in prison,
Polish, whatever. Yeah.
Cutting-
Yeah.
cutting limbs off, right? And he was fascinated with twins.
Yeah.
Loved twins, right? Was curious about twins. So he would find prisoner twins. He would inject one of them with like a sickness, polio, whatever. And then he would see if it affected the other one, which obviously it's not gonna because
Yeah,
it's in the other one.
'cause he's an
But
idiot.
Then he would take
one of the worst
fucking,
doctors.
he would take the blood out of that one and transfuse it into the other one to make both of them sick.
Yeah.
And then cut their arms off and shit. And now the reason why I think
What's wrong with this guy?
he was a psycho.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think he was more successful than Hitler, so he was equally as bad, right?
It's a big success.
He was a huge success, right? So
I want to make sure that we know this. It's the worst people ever that are
and success. So it's a
Let's
rolling
revisit.
scale. For me, it's a rolling scale. You need success and being the worst, right?
Yeah.
So Hitler was absolutely the worst, but he died so young and he killed himself because he knew he was going to get caught.
Pussy.
All right, so now Mengele.
This isn't bad, Brent.
We're right back into it,
Yeah.
Brendan. This will be
Yeah,
easy
okay.
for you. Mengele was successful because it's rumored that he escaped to Brazil. Did you know
Yes,
this?
I did know that.
There's a town in Brazil.
Not Argentina. Wasn't
No, it was in Brazil.
Brazil.
There's a town in Brazil that has an unusually high amount of twins.
Oh,
And you know what Brazilians look like? There's a lot of blonde twins in this town in Brazil. How would the genetics of Brazilian people all of a sudden produce tons of twins with blonde hair? Unless Mengele brought DNA from Germany.
Jesus, I did not know that.
Dude, there's a whole documentary about it.
Yeah.
really?
Google this documentary.
people
It's
think this,
fucking
dude?
This is where we
tons of
need you on
people.
ED.
I'm not some
my mind's
fucking
kind of blown. To
flat
be
earther.
honest with you.
Dude, it's a wild documentary that I saw.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I didn't know. I don't know any of these people.
Listen, it's not only a comedy podcast. We teach people shit.
That's
It's
true.
a history channel.
Hey, I want you to know something. That's not my position on our podcast.
Well, isn't it Project Paperclip is when they brought all those Nazi doctors like over here and they were working for like the
yeah,
US?
and yeah.
Yeah.
You learned something too.
Yeah. All right, Danny, you're up again.
All right, so before I met anyone on here,
Yep.
for a solid year, I had a hashtag. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter what it was. And it said Fire Goodell.
I like this one. I'm in.
Yeah, I had it on.
Roger
yeah.
Goodell
Yeah.
can fuck right off.
Yeah. Hated Brady.
This piece of fucking
Yeah.
dude.
Hate us because he ain't us.
Dude, you know what he is? You know what Goodell is?
Goddamn right.
In my opinion. You ever see Michael Clayton, which is one of the best movies of all time?
Yeah.
I'm the murderer.
Michael Clayton, when he's like, I'm the fucking bagman. He's the bagman. Meaning, like, he's like, they all have him to be a patsy. And he's just okay just making 38
I
million
just
and being the biggest piece of
fucking.
shit.
I can't explain it. Like, everyone knows me as like the college football guy. I love college football. But the best years of my life was Tom Brady on the Patriots.
100%. Yeah.
Right? We can agree with that.
1,000%.
That was the
And-
only years I was a fan.
This fucking piece of shit tried to ruin it. Tried to.
Yeah.
He tried.
Yeah.
He did try to.
It didn't work.
And he
He
did.
lost though. He lost so much. Every time he went at Brady, he'd be like, "Where's your cell phone?" Brady's like, "It's fucking broken, dickhead."
Yeah. Right.
He's like, "I smashed it."
yeah.
Tom,
Yeah,
Tom
fuck
Brady.
off.
Listen, I can't explain how much I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
To the point
You
where
got the shirt?
The clown face Goodell.
I'm telling you right now, on my dead parents, I still have it in my closet right
Love
now.
it.
I'm telling dude, this guy, I hate his guts so much. My father goes to Freiburg Fair every year at the time to go bet his life away on fucking the
Carriage.
ponies.
The ponies.
The ponies.
Ponies, yeah.
Was that
I,
carriage
fi-
racing?
I find out, yeah.
Grew
I
up near
find
Suffolk
out.
Downs. Never been to the track.
I find out Roger Goodell lives like a mile away. I go, Dad, we gotta go find his house. He goes,
Let's go fuck him up.
he
yeah.
goes, what are you gonna do? I go, it doesn't matter. I gotta find out where he lives. I have people up there. I don't have people up there. I fucking hate Maine. But like I'm up there. I need to know where he lives, what he looks like.
Yeah.
What does the security look like? I hate his fucking guts. But guess what? The guy's a zillionaire, and he wants this fucking team to win. Look at them all.
Chiefs.
Look at the
Fucking
fucking
Chiefs.
Look
I
at the
know.
fucking Paul Gentiles of this fucking world.
So
dude.
as we're
yeah,
recording
let's go,
this,
Bills.
as we're recording this, fucking Mahomes just ran one in
Yeah.
Did he
to go up
really?
20-10. It's gonna be 21-10 in a second.
All right, Lawrence, you're up.
Lawrence, you're up.
Okay.
Sorry to get that off my chest.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Lawrence is gonna go. I'm gonna do back to backs. Then we're gonna do voicemails in between.
Did you write them down? Are you writing down the picks?
I'll get them afterwards. We'll review. All right, I'll do it in a second. Hold on 1 second. Problem is this pen fucking stinks.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
I'm gonna go with you said Epstein.
I did.
All right, I'll go with Weinstein.
Avi?
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah. Yep.
you know we'll keep it in the.
Steens?
All right.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Lawrence,
my
all right,
Steen
Lawrence,
low.
what do you have so
No, we
far?
can-
Let's just review.
I got Hitler.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
What a
Hitler,
te-
two
hey,
Jewish
what a
guys.
team.
Hitler and two Jewish
I
guys.
got Zodiac Killer.
Zodiac.
I got Weinstein, and I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good,
All right,
yeah.
Danny, you got Martin Shkreli.
Yep.
Who else?
Roger Goodell.
Goodell.
Who
And you
was my
have one other
second?
one.
Yeah. How did I fuck that up?
I forget.
All right, what's yours? I'll find out after.
Think of a
What
real
do we
good
got?
one for the last.
I had Richard Sackler,
Sackler,
Epstein,
Epstein,
and Joseph Mengele.
Mangala. All right, we'll figure out Danny's. I'll re-listen and figure it out. Okay, so I'm up back to backs, right? Okay, I'm gonna go with a guy who, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this guy shaped my childhood. Okay.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Well, I was not molested by this guy. Thank God.
Thank God.
That was somebody else. This guy shaped a lot of childhoods. Okay. He is a comedian. Or was a comedian. He also was on one of the biggest shows of all time. His name. He's a big pudding guy. Big fan of pudding.
yeah.
Motherfucker!
Bill
Yeah.
Cosby.
Yeah.
I got a
Listen,
Have you guys ever heard my Cosby?
No.
Go ahead. I've heard it. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Give it to me.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
So, if you want the pudding in your pudding popsicles in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and look at me, Fitzy, you fucking piece of shit, you little fucking loser.
This guy is drugging women and raping them on a regular basis while he's doing like Mr. Picture or whatever he's doing on
Yeah.
fucking on
Picture
Sesame
pages.
Street. Picture pages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Picture pages. So look,
Eating hoagies.
Eating hoagies, complaining
Calls them
about the,
hoagies.
complaining about the salads he had to eat when he was on his diet.
Like, shut the fuck up,
being
Beal.
the ultimate dad.
Being the America's dad.
Doesn't swear.
I'm a doctor.
Hey, by the way,
Bill
never
Cosby
forget this.
himself was
What's
one
her
of the
name?
greatest.
What's the actress's name? Who was on what's the fucking Larry David show?
Curb.
Curb. Black woman. She's fucking hilarious.
Lisa Bonet.
No. She was on Cosby. She's a comedian. Anyways, she was the one that he was like
Wanda
you shouldn't-
Sykes?
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes.
She
yeah.
was like, you shouldn't swear, like you're fucking putting a bad name on our race, basically. And like
She
that
swears
was
like
before-
a motherfucker.
He basically said that to her. He did say that to her. And then it comes out like, this guy's like, you putting a bad name for black people. It's like, this guy's raping, drug raping women for like years. Like,
She's
drug
like,
raping.
she's like, ah.
I feel like, if you, all right, look, here's the thing.
Doing this.
I feel like, I always say, like, you don't kink shame. Like, whatever you're into, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you want to dress up like a sailor and have somebody slap you in the balls. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Show
right?
it to Clocky.
Shout out to Clocky. He loves getting that happen
Is
to
that what
him.
he's into?
Sailor
Fucking
slap.
Sail ball slapping. But what I'm saying is,
Can't
when
con-
your kink
we
ex-
can't confirm that.
when your kink extends to like complete crimes,
Yeah.
where it's some dark
Yeah,
waters here.
then we gotta
Like
draw a
that's
line.
obviously like with this. Yeah, we're drawing the line at Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
All right, this
Yeah.
show is not sponsored by Bill.
Yeah,
We're
we're anti-rape.
anti-rape.
Yeah.
That's one thing we're anti. We're pro-sex, anti-rape. How you like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Pro-beer,
Pro-sex, anti-rape.
anti.
That might be the
Sex
next
I've
hoodie.
ever had, the girl was either willing or paid.
There you go. Yes,
It was never. You know,
it was never a fucking against
go.
her will
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, let's
You know.
do it.
Okay. I'm going to go with something that's been on my mind recently, and then we'll do some ads. Okay. So listen, I've been watching this show. If you're not watching American Primeval on Netflix, you got to fucking dump in your
Unbelievable.
pants.
Unbelievable.
It's so fucking
Yes.
good.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
6
a
episodes.
miniseries, 6 episodes. It's fucking.
I like when it's like
the
that.
best show I've seen in the last, I'd say, 2 years.
Yeah.
2
Pretty,
years.
pretty
So-
fucking dope show, dude.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
I got 1 episode left. I think he's got 2.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
So let
awesome.
me backtrack a little bit before I get to this person. So I read a book years ago called Under the Banner of Heaven. I think Krakauer wrote it. Look that up on your phone. Look up
Hey,
who wrote
real quick,
Under the Banner of Heaven.
I don't
Go
read
take a
any
leak.
books, so I'm not gonna be able to help with this conversation.
Go ahead. Go take a piss.
And
You'll be able to hear from
I
outside.
got a little bladder, and I've been drinking a lot, and I don't do that either.
There you go. So Under the Banner of Heaven's a book about murder that happened in a Mormon community, right?
Yep.
Who wrote it?
Keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah, Krakow.
Krakow.
Yep.
All right. So the book is split in half. Basically about the murder, but then it's about like fundamentalism murder. So Mormons, fundamentalist Mormons. So the Mormon religion, which was started, right? They went to Utah. It's all in that.
Brigham Young.
It's all
Yep.
Brigham Young, which is the person I'm talking about. That's my fucking. This is on this list, right? Basically, like they're like, we want multiple wives. He had like 40 wives,
Yeah.
right? He fucking massacred all these people. That's all true. What happened
Yeah.
in the show,
Yeah.
right? So if you're a Mormon, a fundamentalist in Utah now, which they'll have these cities like little towns set up where like the cops are fundamentalists and like they all use the system the same way anybody uses the welfare system. So like you'll have 4 wives, but 3 of them out of the books. So they're all sucking the fucking
They're
system.
collecting checks.
Collecting checks.
Yeah.
Fundamentalist Mormons, hardcore fundamentalists. So the Mormons had to make a deal with the U.S. government at the end of the day to be like, we won't do polygamy to retain our rights as a church, basically, right?
Religion, yeah.
Or as a religion.
Yep.
Fundamentalists look at Mormons who've converted to like just one wife type situation. Like you're the worst.
Trash, yeah.
You're worse than Catholics.
Yep.
You're fucking trash people,
Yeah.
right? Like you're just subservient to fucking the government. This guy killed
Indians,
Indians, whites,
American citizens,
citizens,
American Army,
other Mormons,
American Army people.
American Army people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a
And
good guy.
40
No.
wives,
Yep.
right? But here's the problem with history is that like, whatever. Like, name anybody that's been a little bit canceled for like something kind of minor,
Yeah.
right? Recent years.
We should
This
kill.
motherfucker
wasn't
is
he
still
a
like,
singer? Yeah.
he's got his own university. They're like beating
BYU.
off to this guy.
BYU,
BYU.
baby.
They're like, this
Yeah.
guy rules.
Yeah.
Like, this guy was fucking murdering people all
crazy.
over the
Yeah,
place.
it's
We
crazy.
should probably kill Steve Young because that's his great grandfather.
Is that true?
100%.
Great son.
No, I think
Yeah, grandson.
Grandson.
Yeah.
grandson. Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely
You're
murder
saying
him.
the 49ers quarterback?
Yes.
Steve Young? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
That's crazy.
Anyway, so Mormons, fuck off. We don't have a big Mormon listenership. And definitely don't have.
But it was like, if you watch that episode, dude, like, I was not a fan of the Mormons. I was like, they're
They're
kind of
badass.
badass.
Yeah,
badass.
yeah.
They're kind of badass, dude.
All right,
They don't
listen.
give a fuck.
AmericanBenchcraft.com. Let's just do some ads real quick. American Benchcraft's union owned. I mean, union made, U.S. made. Everything's made here in this fucking state. You need a fucking belt. You need to go there and get your fucking belt made. All right? You need a wallet. I got the wallet. I got the fucking ledger if you're watching YouTube. This is from them. I got the fucking satchel for my music shit. I got the belt. I got everything. Right?
Dr. Jones.
I get it all,
only kidding.
right? Davy Jones locker. I got it all, right? Corca will get you 20% off, all right? Listen, they're a business. This is actually their slower time of the year right after Christmas. This is why I'm telling you to
Get
go
in
out
there.
there and get a fucking
Get in there.
You will never need another belt once you have this belt. Is that a fact?
That's 1,000%.
Belt is unfucking real.
Or chaps, dude.
Or chaps.
They can do it. They can make
They
that
can-
happen. No problem.
They can do whatever you want. By the way, I wanted to mention this too because it does bear me talking about it as a subject matter. You and were talking to Al and them on your podcast about
Yeah.
sponsors, right?
Yeah.
Now, Al said, "Oh, you got to talk to Brennan. He's like a snake oil salesman. He can
Love
get
it,
it all."
yeah.
No, but here's the truth.
Yeah.
All these sponsors, 2 of them came from Mulkey, right? He referred us to 2 sponsors. Right?
Facts.
The only one I ever got on my own was Bella's, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody else approached us. Misguided approached us because of Mulkey, right?
No, Mulkey's not. God, listen, you gotta talk to Mulkey.
So
That's all you gotta do.
all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this.
I'll get you in touch with Mulkey.
What I'm saying is, I want to be clear that I'm really not that great of a salesman. This is it's all smoke and mirrors. Tedco, by the way.
Bro, yeah,
Actually, I got Tedco. Tedco is my guy.
Yeah, Tedco's.
Tedco's my guy. Teddy will fucking, he'll rebuild your fucking life if you need him to. Okay. Construction, a better construction process. They do your basement. They do your fucking addition. They do everything. Bills just scored. Let's fucking go.
It's a flag.
Hey, Dave
There's a
Sweeney,
flag.
what's
Sweet.
up?
617-996-6827. Admin at Tedco CM. Tell Teddy we sent you. Okay, last We have one more, right? We have Bella's.
Bella's.
Go ahead. You can do Bella's.
Bella's 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover, as you already know. BellasNA.com doesn't stand for Narcotics Anonymous. Get in there, tell Harry, tell fucking Sandra, tell them what we sent you. We're out here. We out here. It's about to be that time. If there is a Match Madness, you let them know that we sent you.
Yeah.
Join the North Shore Beefs Facebook page because Bella's is going to be in the hunt as always for March Madness, Beef Madness. Coming up in March.
You know what? You live up that way. We'll meet you there for beef. How you like
Facts.
that?
Yeah,
That'd
Facts.
be awesome.
We'll take you out for beef.
dude, you're going to be blown away.
I've
Yeah,
never
it's
been to
so good.
Bella's.
We took Al.
the
up
beef
there.
is unbelievable.
insanity.
It's fucking
Yeah, we
unbelievable.
took Al up there. Okay, now listen. If you're done beefing, if you're done drinking, if you're like, hey, I got to get in some fucking sick shape, you want to talk to the Success Lift. That's my buddy Brian. We were roommates at college. He hated me then. He hates me now. He's 6'6". He's jacked. I'm not. He'll get you in shape. We got a great little group going right now. Everybody's
pretty awesome.
Dude, I'm down 10 pounds.
Big group. Group's
Group's growing.
too.
Yeah.
I'm in the group,
look,
and I'm
here's
the
how
only
I'm
one.
gonna-
I'm the only one trying to
Here's
get
how I'm
weight.
going to sell it. And this is me and Buggy talked about this the other day. So to be on his app and all that stuff, it's $100 a month if you're a Patreon member.
Yep.
Right? Now, here's what I will say. Because some people are like, oh, it's a little bit expensive. Let me ask you a question. If it's 6 months, I'm down 30 pounds. I look the best I've ever looked in my life. Would I pay $600 for that? I'd pay fucking
Probably.
I pay
Yeah,
$2,500 for it.
probably.
Yeah, people
Right?
fly to
That's
Cuba.
what this can do for you.
Colombia that.
Everybody's going hard in this group right now,
Yep.
except for Fitzy.
I'm
I'm kidding around. You're down a lot.
I just had a doctor's appointment.
Went great.
I'm down 16 pounds from the
go.
last time I was there.
Yep.
My blood pressure's down. My A1C's down. Everything.
You know whose
is
blood
looking
pressure
good.
and A1C's up? Panuzzo's,
Panuzzo,
because
for dealing-
Al's
from
in this
dealing with us.
because Al's in this group too, and Al is just murdering his life.
It's just
Al's
not
just
real
sending
life.
pictures of pizza.
He drinks soda. He loves soda.
Yeah, he loves soda.
Soda's great.
I know, but if you just cut that out, you'd be.
100%.
I don't
All you
drink
have to
soda,
do-
so I'm all fucked. I can't. Just
I don't
do
drink
that.
soda either. Well, I used to though.
Yeah.
And then I went.
But then you got the Success Lift.
Yeah, and then Panuzzo was like,
Don't
"Soda's
drink
not-
soda.
So don't drink soda, dude."
Yeah.
And I
No,
was
but
like,
in all
fuck
seriousness.
me.
So like,
Look at
dude,
me. Now I'm a
Look at
fucking.
me. Down
set up
fucking
workouts
60
in
I'm
pounds.
at a
there.
Calvin Klein fucking mall
You
show.
can, dude, we're in this chat. You can ask him any questions. He's a fucking dietitian. He
awesome.
knows
And
all
he's,
the diet.
he's responsive, dude.
Dude,
so he's got
he's a-
tons of
Hey,
He
fucking
has a
clients.
six pack.
Within-
If you have a
Yeah,
six
he's-
pack, I
fucking
respect what you
minutes.
have to say.
Yeah.
Right away,
Let's be
he
honest.
responds.
Six packs hot.
And
guys,
honestly,
right?
he charges people upwards of $250, $300 for this thing.
Yeah.
So if you're a Patreon member, which costs $5 a month, you can get this for $100 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And by the way,
kind of a no-brainer if you want to
it's-
get in that
if
ball.
you need
That's
it,
awesome.
if you need it, and if you don't, well,
Yeah,
whatever.
fine,
You know what I mean? Listen, 99% of our listenership is not dying to fucking change their lifestyle right now.
No.
But if you are, if you have that,
yeah.
do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I will say it's been pretty fucking awesome for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, and
Yeah,
I'm,
you've been
I'm,
hitting the gym hard.
I'm trying to like
Gain weight.
gain weight,
Bulk
dude.
up.
Yeah.
Gain muscle.
So listen, dude, whoever's ready to fucking arm wrestle in like a month,
Yeah.
you let me know.
All right. I
scared.
love it. Dude, I'll tell you right now.
Can we do that
listen.
on the Patreon?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Just for fun, because I haven't arm wrestled in a long time.
Imagine he breaks his. Dude, I knew a kid who's like fucking buddy of mine. I looked at the back of his arm one time. I'm like, dude, what's that huge scar on the back of your arm? He was down in Aruba. There was an arm wrestling competition, kind of a thin guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was just like, yeah, I'll get in this thing. He goes, some dude, he goes, my arm hit the thing. And I looked and I was like, that's weird. Like, I can't feel my arm anymore. And he goes, the backbone of his fucking upper fucking arm was out the fucking side. Guy
Nice.
snapped his fucking arm.
Jeez.
Don't
Probably
get
a-
into arm wrestling.
Probably a relative of mine.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, real quick before we get back into that. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I didn't know if you wanted to do voicemails before we finish.
We're going to do
the
that
draft.
next.
Hold
But I
on.
have a real quick story.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is going to lead into something here. This is going to be a longer show. It just is what it is.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So look,
I take that as a compliment.
on Thursday night of last week, I was the first night of my indoor golf league at Flow Golf. We'll get to this. Which our good buddy John Knockel runs it. Patreon member and in the Success Lift app.
Yep.
Facts. Look at
John's
that.
like fucking the man. John's coming on before the Masters. He's going to give us... that kid is an encyclopedia of golf.
Yeah.
And by the way,
That was
probably...
last year, that was a great show when he was on.
Dude, one of the fucking absolute nicest kids you've ever met, total
Yep.
gentleman.
Yep.
So he's running a league up there, right? I have to say this too, real quick. This is maybe I'll get a sidebar, but I walk in, I go to take a piss, right? Now listen, my old job before I started my company 15, 16, 17 years ago. Every day at lunch I would go to the sidebar. Do you know what the sidebar is? Dive bar in Boston.
Yeah.
Over on across from like where Silvertone is, right? So this dude from Medford owned it, this guy Sebi. Awesome dude, right? We became friends. Like, I'm in there all the time, whatever. That was like my local. Hadn't seen the kid. I had to change my number right after that. Hadn't seen him in 15 years. I was walking to take a piss. I hear like, yo, it was him. He's like, dude, I hadn't seen the kid in 15 years. You know when you see somebody you love, but you have lost contact with him? We didn't lose a step. It's the best, dude. It's the fucking best.
That's
awesome.
I was like, he's like, dude, and he goes, I see you. I fucking look at my phone 2 months ago, and I'm like, I know this fucking dickhead. He's like, I fucking, this kid used to drink at my bar all the time. He owns, by the way, Free Ed. He owns Mortadella Head over in Somerville. They make great pizzas. They make great subs. So Free Ed and Mortadella Head.
Right in Davis Square.
Yeah, Sebby's
I know where
dude.
it is.
He's one of the best dudes ever. Like we could actually have him on the show. He'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, why not?
He rules. So, anyways, Danny was kind of supposed to be of this, but so this league is like all guys I don't know, right? Except for two of Danny's friends, who are now, I guess, my friends.
Sweeter.
His buddy Steve Suda and Stevie, and his buddy John Moraes. We played in golf tournament with both years with Beefs, right?
Yep.
Stevie Suda is the Razor Ramon of like Danny called it this, the Razor Ramon of like high school basketball. Like he owned the 3-point record. He's just a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Like he walks up to me, right? Give a big handshake, right? And he goes, "What's up? I can't come on the show." Because he did text me once, be like, "When am I coming on?" I don't think I got back to him.
Really?
Well, it's Danny's place to, you know what I mean? Like it's his friend. So I'm like, you come on whenever you want. He's moving literally the street over here. He's the best. Build a beautiful house. He goes, you know why Danny doesn't want me on the show? I'm like, why? He goes, because people are gonna love me more than they like you.
Oh, I love
He
it.
goes,
I
they're
love
gonna
that.
love me.
I love
go,
that.
So I actually said to him, I
That's
go,
the energy we want.
Yeah,
you know what I
because
said
either
to
you
him? I
come
go-
and you turn into that frog in the cartoon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I
or
said to
you
him? I go,
shy.
Yeah.
I go,
Yeah.
are you gonna become more interesting than you are in general? Because you're a terrific bore in general. I'm just kidding. Stevie's fucking hilarious. Love the kid. So, anyways, played in that golf league. But we're gonna talk about a little something right now. We're talking about maybe trying to run a little nighttime tournament or something at Flow Golf.
So
you
here's
got
the
this
thing.
idea.
So I'm a burnout, right?
You were like,
in
should
the
we talk
sense.
about this offline? I'm like, no, we're talking about this.
I love that idea. That's why I wanted to run it by you first.
Did you
right?
hear that, by the way?
I
When
heard-
Stevie
I
Soda said that
heard
you're
part of
afraid
it.
to have him on the show because people are gonna love him more than they like you.
I would never in a million years believe that.
You know what I said to him?
Stevie fucking sucks, dude.
I said to him, like, you better, like, are you going to be something more than a terrific blow, which you are in general? Like,
He's a fucking piece of dog shit, dude.
I
Dude,
love him.
all Stevie does is tell everyone how much people love him. I'm the person that brings everyone down. Like,
Dude,
it's reality.
you know what he
dude.
is? He's a great heel.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
He's a heel.
He's Ric Flair.
Yeah, he's Razor Ramon. You called him the first time. It was like the fucking basketball league.
He's a cunt.
He's going to be my
I love,
neighbor.
hey,
I
I
was
love
waiting
it.
to
I
see if
love,
we were gonna
but
hit
here-
cunt.
No, but here's the deal, right? This kid literally carried my mother. Like, I love this kid to
Right.
Oh,
death.
dude, he's the best. Obviously, the best. So he's coming on the show, by the way.
But I hate his fucking guts. I'm the only person that can say, if someone else said that,
Yeah, right.
you're going through a wall.
Right.
Hey, Fitz, you want to
I
shut
get
the
that.
big main heater off?
Sure.
So he's
all
like
right,
family.
Lawrence.
It's not family.
We're talking about doing a little, maybe
So-
golf tournament live podcast at Flow Golf.
So here's the thing, right?
Okay.
I listen to your show. I listen to Al and Justin and Nico's Bad Brain show.
Yep.
You know, and I smoke a lot of weed. So they had mentioned on their show about doing an episode there.
Yeah.
And then how it wouldn't work because what are you gonna do? There's only 3 of them. You're taking the shots. You're gonna keep getting up every.
Yeah, I remember.
You know
that.
what I mean? And I thought of a way to include myself, even though it's like rule number 1. They don't ask, don't invite yourself, right?
No, you got
normally get.
It's the only way to get anywhere in life is to invite yourself.
Yeah,
please.
we've already talked. You know what I mean? Type
Yeah.
thing. So I thought they said I came up with an idea how to do it, but I forgot that was actually there. It came off of their idea, so it wasn't my own original idea. It was theirs. But anyway, I have a friend who works at Flow too, Billy Robinson. He's one of the golf
Real
pros
quick question:
there.
Does
Sure.
your cousin that's on your show sometimes?
Yeah.
Does he play golf there?
No.
There's a guy who looks dead like him.
No.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
But so now I had this idea of how can we do it with it being fun, competitive. We have that, wrestling,
Shit talking.
shit
Yeah.
talking, like old school wrestling type fun, anyway. So I thought
We
the
would
best
murder everybody, by the way.
And I love that you feel that way because because if you didn't, it would be terrible for me. I want everybody to think they have a chance of beating me because it's
no,
going to be so
we
much
would
fun
murder
for me.
everyone in the country, to be honest
No,
with you.
but I'm just a gamer. No. So the thing is this, and you guys have said this about basketball, and you know what? You're right. You probably would beat me in basketball, but it would be close, and I stink at basketball just because I compete.
Definitely lose you in hockey. No question about that.
sleeper.
Let's look at let's look at YouTube real quick for basketball.
and this goes to my joke about him. He reminds me of the best friend from Braveheart.
Yes, Hamish.
He went.
What do you think?
I
What do you
almost
think he's
did.
the
I
first
did.
person
Yeah,
to say
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Listen, no, but I had it in the back pocket. As
like
you
it,
know what I
certainly.
mean? Because you know they hit the rock.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
Am I Justin Timberlake?
no, bro. I honest to God, in my digs, I said I
please.
can't really
I hope
say
I'm
anything about
Justin
you because
Timberlake.
you remind me so much of one of my best friends type
Fuck
that
yeah.
I grew up with.
Chunky.
That like just street city.
Child
fuck it.
molester.
You know, like let's get
Hey,
where this night goes, it
trannies
goes. So I really didn't have.
All
much.
right, so
I
back
hate
to the
it.
tournament.
So I'm sorry, sidetrack. So now the idea would be that each podcast who has at least 3 guys in it,
Yep.
we would put 2 guys out from the podcast to play.
Yep.
The third guy would be on the podcast,
Okay.
emceeing the game.
Yeah, I like it.
My buddy Billy, who's another golf
Yep.
nut like
Yep.
yours, who can talk golf.
Yep.
He would also be on the show
Love it.
representing Flo.
Yep.
Because you know what I mean?
Because he works there.
And we could have it where we could literally be, if you shot, you know that you got 5 people hitting before you.
Yeah.
You can go sit down in the seat.
Yeah.
Talk. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a large following. You guys are in a lot of groups, the roast beef places.
Yeah.
You may have a friend from there that wants to
I'm
come
not
and sit
opposed to
down
this.
for a
I think it's a
moment.
great idea.
I'm
You know
not
what I mean?
opposed to this.
Listen, I'm an
Yeah.
idea
You're an
guy.
idea guy.
But
Yeah.
I'm also aware that some of my ideas suck. So I'm
No, I
not
think this is a good
offended.
idea.
This is a
I don't
This
think.
is
yeah,
a
I
good
think it's
one.
a good one.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't. You know what I mean? I presented a good one first for a
Yes.
reason.
Here's the problem.
So I'm decent at podcasting. I'm terrible at golf. I've been told that I look like Bowser from Mario Golf.
Joey both said that,
so
right?
that-
Yeah,
That's the
Joey
pro-
Boats was like,
so-
Fitzy, you look like you're Bowser from Mario Golf. I was like, it's true.
Yeah, I'm just a piggyback because I'm absolutely like him. Like I wear
Nobody's
all,
good.
No,
You look like
Brendan,
a million.
Brendan's good.
I'm not good.
We'll
I'm
see.
not good.
We're
Brendan's
exceptional.
good.
Hey, it's gonna be on camera.
all
We're
right,
gonna
so-
see because Mark Lewis says he's good too.
Dude.
And then you saw him swing once.
I'm done. with
Hey, there's nothing better.
I played with him. I played with Marco.
They
Was
put
he
a-
good?
He's all right. He's not bad. He hits the ball a mile. I'll give him that.
Yeah, when
Really?
he hits it straight, which is a common
You know what's
thing
funny?
in golf.
I'll say this right now. So people who listen real quick will know Mark Lewis is cool or whatever, right? So we talked about
No,
this.
he
It's
isn't.
Al's cousin.
No, I'm only kidding.
That was his name.
I know.
I gotta
thought
say,
that was
I
great.
gotta
He
say
had
this.
to
I shows
change
these
it.
guys.
He had to.
Now,
Yeah,
It's not true.
I don't, I
copyright
don't turn
infringement.
people
It's not
online or
true.
anything, right?
Yeah.
His content's not exactly for me. I do follow everything. I like everything now.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to Al one day, I'm like, hey, let's play at Full Golf. I have a bay.
Yeah.
He shows up with his uncle and Marco, right? He's like, I just railroaded you to playing golf with Mark Lewis.
Awesome.
So, by the way, I had to say this, and I said it. He's the nicest kid in the world.
I'm sure he
dude, I
is,
get up there-
absolutely.
I get up there and hit one. He's like,
Yeah.
he immediately started calling me B. I told this. He's like, B, that's not gonna hurt you. That ball's not gonna hurt you, B. B, I'll tell you right now, it's not gonna hurt you. I'm like, I'm a Mark Lewis guy now. I'm a Mark Lewis supporter.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
All right,
B.
good.
I mean,
didn't-
listen, I'm
He's
a-
like, B,
when it-
that's a good
All right,
look in,
when
B.
inside baseball, when it comes to bad brain, first of all, I'm a brainiac.
Right.
That's what they should call it instead of calling it you're a
Yeah.
Gaetano.
Yeah, I won't- I won't
everybody
pick
knows
one.
me and Fitzy are boneheads before anything else. Justin
yeah, I
knows
hear
that.
ya.
Both
I
of us.
get it.
But anyways, I think this is a great idea.
I was a big Justin guy until I met him.
Yeah.
We all are.
I got his
We all are.
black.
I think this is a,
I
I
had
think
so
it-
much fun
this
with
is a
him.
great idea. We can make it happen for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll
so
talk to Kong, by
yeah.
the way. King Kong, he owns the place.
Yeah, I don't know who owns the place.
Yeah, we met him. Super nice guy. I'm sure he'll get. Actually, I have a fucking membership there, so we
You
can make it
you
work.
ended up getting the membership.
Yeah, I got the membership. Yeah.
Because I was talking to
I still
my
suck.
friend, like, hey, do you think it'd be something they would be into? Because before
Yeah.
I presented to the other guys, you know what I mean? And he said, no, absolutely, they definitely would love the idea. And I was
Dude,
like,
they
all right,
pack
great.
that place is fucking packed all the time.
So, all right. So you're the only person that's like actually capable to like fucking do 18 holes.
So do we do best
So
ball?
me, no. So hear me out. So maybe we
team?
do one person.
One person a hole. cycle them out.
No,
We're
no,
still so
no,
bad,
no,
dude.
no.
Doesn't matter.
No,
I'm
no.
trying to make.
I think the best way to do it, right, to get it going and be good fun is best ball per team. And you guys play the best ball from your team. And it
I'm
doesn't
fine.
matter.
I'm
That's
fine
fine.
with that.
Yeah, that's
You know
fine.
what I'm trying to say?
Me
Yeah.
too, because we'll
But-
just
but-
play Brendan's ball every
But
time.
hold on.
Do I have to dress up or can I go in trim shorts?
I don't know. He's
No, you can
probably
go whatever you
dressing up.
want.
He's probably dressing up.
Dude, Al outed me as wearing that fucking Hilton head. By the way,
I'm gonna
it's an
wear
alpha
my
move.
Argyle kilt like Hamish.
Yeah,
Do
I
it
like
now,
that.
please.
Yeah.
I have multiple kills.
Listen,
Dude,
I want you to know
I'm
something.
not
If
kidding.
we're gonna all dress up in golf stuff, I'll dress up in golf
Yeah,
stuff.
we're gonna.
But
gonna.
if we're not gonna, then I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm
we're
gonna dress
all
up like
gonna.
Payne Stewart. style.
100%.
No, we
we're all
have to.
gonna.
Listen, I want you to know
Yeah,
something.
1,000%. All of us are gonna. We're gonna tell you this.
All right, I
and
love
then you're
this.
gonna show up dressed
Dude,
up, and we're gonna be
so-
in sweats.
And whoever's listening, you want to be a fan of pulling the cork? Yes or no?
Dude,
Yeah.
I got
show up.
a quick funny story. So Friday afternoon, I got a bag from 12 to 2, and I called my dad, and I'm like, hey, you want to go over there and play? And he's like, yeah. My dad's a really good golfer. So my dad's like, yeah, I'll go over there. So we get in there, and there's this bay next to us. There's 4 dudes there, right? All like our age, right? Like probably like late 40s, early 50s. And my father goes, this fucking asshole. He goes, over here. He goes, I'm not going to say where my dad works. My dad's a ranger. He goes, this guy plays there, and he's a fucking dickhead, right? And I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, so I'm overhearing their conversation. This fucking group of 4 people. So these 4 guys, this is how I imagine it. If you went around to all the North Shore and you went to everybody's sewer and you picked up all the shit from people's shit in the North Shore, you stuffed it in a bag, these 4 guys come out, right? Like these 4 guys are birthed out of it, right?
Hell
They're
yeah.
the worst things
First
that
class
the North
piece
Shore,
of
right?
shit.
So the first thing I hear the guy say to the other guy is, he goes, dude, you ever do Quaaludes back in the day? And the guy's like, I did them once.
so
And
they're they're older.
dude, he goes, I saw Wolf of Wall Street. I'm like, get me those, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the worst conversation ever. Other guy goes, dude, when I used to I used to be a short game wizard. He goes, dude, they used to say to me, Steve, I'd be right off the green. They go, don't even bother because you're gonna put it to 2 feet. He goes, I used to do it just to see if I could knock it in. He goes, used to do that all the time. The other guy goes, dude, he goes, I'll tell you right now. He goes, I might go to Encore after this. He goes, because I just make money there. He goes, I need to make a little money. I always make money at Encore. I'm like, are you guys like,
Losers.
is this
Yeah.
am I
Losers,
watching? Am I watching a skit? Like,
This is Brendan's 5th pick. These,
yeah,
these
yeah,
guys. at the golf-
these guys died.
Very successful.
Nobody would ever fucking go to their funerals.
Very
right?
successful,
People would just
worst
be like,
people ever.
yes, like that guy's dead. Awesome. You know what I mean? They'd be fucking
Sick.
pumped.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way,
right.
real quick, last thing, we did the skit the other night.
Yep.
Fitzy,
Oh, so good.
Fitzy
Great.
filmed it,
The line,
right?
yeah.
It was me,
You
Al.
were the film guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yep.
Fitzy
Awesome.
filmed it. Me, Fonz, I wrote it. Me, Fonz. My father's like, that was Doc who wrote that. I'm like, you're looking at him right there.
You were at
yeah.
an award for that. act.
Yeah, and then
The acting was great.
Al was unbelievable in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Al was
but
unbelievable.
Your acting was like, Fawns couldn't keep a straight face.
So listen,
Bro,
my
I almost
wife goes-
messaged you to be like, dude, I'm so sorry about your wife. I'm so sorry, bro.
Dude, so the best was the week before that, my wife, right? My sweet wife, beautiful Maggie Hearn. We're out at dinner at 621. She's like, I'm like, we're gonna do the skit. And she goes, have you ever acted before? And I'm like, wow, you got no support for your husband, huh? And
That's
she goes, I think I give you plenty of fucking rope. Like, you got to do whatever you want. I'm like, that's a good point.
Yeah.
By the way, went right into character.
Yeah,
it was great.
was good,
Fonz, I gotta release the bloopers. There was so many. I was
wax.
like, because I was like, I'm gonna talk to Fonz. Originally, it was gonna be Hughes facing me,
Yeah.
but then it was like, no, I'm just gonna talk over your shoulder. He was all of a sudden you see Fonz's shoulders like he couldn't
Yeah.
fucking keep it together. Al had to leave because he was laughing so
Body
hard.
rubble?
Yeah, Al was laughing so hard he had to fucking go out to the hallway, like the separate hallway.
Was that
we're
his
gonna be doing. We're gonna be
Is that
doing
his
more-
first
I
time
want you to-
meeting each other?
Yes, yeah. We're gonna be doing more of those
Yes.
skits, by the way. You guys are gonna be in some. Me and Al and Fitzy and whoever wants to write one, we're all gonna write them. We're gonna make some skits.
I got some ideas. I'm
All
not
right,
gonna
I like
lie. When I watched the skit, I went, I could have had my baby in my tactical.
That would have been great.
harness,
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
Yeah.
my wife set this appointment up for me. We gotta
Hold
go.
this fucking baby for you. Like, fuck.
And then maybe be all excited. Then you tell your story, and I'm like, really, bro? And then you got angry Al
Yeah, you
yelling,
say-
you
you say,
better be fucking
"What a
on. And I'm like,
Dude, you know
Him
what?
with the
The
baby
kid's
strapped to him
crying.
calls you a loser.
You know,
He's like, what a loser you are.
Right?
Yeah.
dude, I'll
I
tell you
gotta-
right
One
now.
day
I
we'll
got
be
a- I got a
millionaires.
sick skit.
Yeah.
and it takes place at Suffolk Downs, and we need a jockey.
Listen, I told Al this. I told Al this off camera. That's your one. That's your one.
That's my one.
No, you're very one.
I told you it would pop out.
Yeah, I'm glad. I wasted my joke. Fitzy, that's a real original name. You're the only guy that got 2 digs.
You
That-
should. You should
Fitzy,
have.
hey, Fitzy, what an
You
original
should have said I
nickname.
could have
Yeah,
rode
yeah,
you. Come on.
I'm sorry. All right.
I know.
sure
I'm the
Fitz said.
horse.
All right, let's do this real quick. Let's do 2 voicemails. We have
You
2
know, guys,
voicemails,
we
and then
never
we're gonna
finished
We're gonna
the draft.
wrap.
We're
We're gonna wrap the
gonna
draft.
finish. We're gonna finish.
Oh,
the
okay,
draft.
guys
The
scared me.
voicemails,
Yeah, we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish.
I was like, wow, they got off track too.
Like these guys don't know what's going on.
Hey, can I give a quick plug?
Yeah,
to
100%.
The sweatshirt 781 Joe Cody 781. It's a
Yeah.
Revere guy, makes these sweaties.
Awesome.
They're limited edition, like you
781?
guys. Yeah,
Let's go.
That's our area code. They're all
Love it.
different. I should know what this means again, but I don't. I'm sorry, Joe. But he doesn't. He understands. Anyway, Joe Cody 781 Instagram. He ordered the sweatshirts.
I love
Once
it.
they're
By the
gone,
way,
they're gone.
This is a rare week. We have no jump.
Really?
I love when
We got 2 though.
whenever Jump doesn't do one, he's like, "You didn't do a good job of publicizing." I'm like, "I posted it the same way I post it every week."
All right, it's Joey Boats here. I know you guys. I was thinking about what you guys are doing for the episode, and I couldn't think of anything. But I'm bored, so I decided to leave a phone call. Trump Dog's going wild. He's dialed, doing a lot of things. One of the things that he did was he's releasing the JFK files. And I got to be honest with you, I don't get it. I mean, it's a 70-year-old thing. Like, and like, second of all, 97% of the files have already been released. I guess there's 3% left. Like, you really think the CIA is going to coordinate the assassination of a sitting president and be like, hey, let's make sure this is in writing. You know what I mean? So I don't get why anybody cares. So that being the point, what are files that you would actually like to see released? Because
Epstein.
to me, the only conspiracy that I really want more information
all
on
I
is that
care about.
Vegas shooting.
P. Diddy.
Largest
the Vegas
mass
shooting, yeah.
shooting in American history, and we're pretty good at those. And we don't know shit about it.
I agree.
All right, we know Adam Lanza, we know Timothy McVeigh, rightfully so. We know Tsarnaev, who killed he did a bad thing, but he killed about 2 people. He got the cover of Rolling Stone. Let me ask you this about the Vegas shooter: what's his name? You don't even know this fucking guy's name.
Yeah.
The guy was evidently a billionaire. We have one photo of this guy. It's like a blurry photo of him stumbling out of a bar. It's like we can't get more information on this. So those are the files I would like to see released. You guys can give me your answers. All right, peace.
All right, listen. A couple of things I
That's a
got to
good
mention
point.
about Joey
That's a good
Boats.
point, dude.
So I
Boats
immediately
is a
texted.
dog, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
fucking
just-
Delivered.
I texted him
Delivered.
back immediately.
Yeah.
By the way, we got the cans on for everybody wondering at home.
I love him.
As my father always says about Joey Boats, you know what I like about that kid? He's a thinker.
He's a thinker.
He's a thinker.
Yeah,
Joey Boats is recording
flows.
just recorded a new album,
dude, I can't wait.
and we've got
We've
advanced.
heard
everything.
most of it.
It's
I can't
unbelievable.
wait till it's on Spotify where I
So-
can just fucking go for my steps.
I don't know
and
if
listen
that's
to
all right. So I don't know if
album.
I don't know if I said what because people keep asking. So for maybe 3 months we had or a couple months we had his intro. His rap song was the intro,
Yep.
and then I didn't know if he owned the rights to the beat. So
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get taken down off YouTube or whatever, but he does.
Yeah.
So once that album is released, that's gonna be the intro again.
I can't
So
wait.
just to let everybody know, you're like, I
That's-
can't wait till you get your gay song off
That's
this.
that's you
No.
singing that song.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
dude,
Really?
that-
You can play the
his
what's that
intro's
thing
fire.
called? Banjo?
I can play. I can play.
He can play everything.
Isn't that a banjo?
I can play a little bit of banjo, but
Is
I can
it?
play guitar. I can play mandolin.
I like
can play
I
flute.
like some bluegrass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a
Fucked up.
different
You're
array
wrapped-
of
You're
music.
wrapped up. Yeah, just switch it up.
I got a
Try it.
ukulele, so I thought it would be easier to learn how to play than the guitar. I was wrong.
No, it's not. Yeah.
It's-
Well, they're all difficult.
Not in a rock band.
So what would you like released? The Epstein files?
Epstein, yeah, and Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever the fuck she knows.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't even
She's not dead.
interview
Yet.
her.
I see. Here's the problem.
No, I know,
She's-
but
no one
that's what I'm
cares
saying. Where
anymore.
is she? No one knows where she is.
This is
and
what
it's-
this is in. By the way, Joey Boats, who is absolutely probably the most talented person we have on the show on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Just with his ability to do the
Besides
fucking.
Lawrence.
Well, besides Lawrence.
Thanks.
Just with his fucking dude, his ability to do impressions, all that stuff is Joey's the best.
He's
No,
something
listen,
he's
else.
just something
He's
else.
The
something
thing
else.
too
Dude,
is
I
that
want him on
in
because
the moment.
Yeah, I
he's
want him
good.
on because I
Yeah,
want to be like do the
He's
Trump
he's
Yeah.
like when Trump was like the
Yeah.
UAPs like with the drones.
Yeah.
Like the other day when Trump was like whatever he said, he's like we need that release. Like it's like I need Joe here to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need him to talk about John Gruden, to be honest with you.
Dude,
That
Now
was
he's got a mustache too.
unbelievable,
dude.
So it's like when he's talking onto the camera on Instagram with the stash.
Yeah.
It just seems different when someone has a mustache when they talk. My dad had a mustache, so it's like I listen.
Yeah.
If you got a mustache, I'm like this.
This is gonna be good. Yeah. All right, hold on. We got one more
Okay.
voicemail.
Hi, it's Dave. From Dave's Hot Chicken. Yes, that Dave. Keep your pants on. I was just wondering if I could sponsor your show. We usually only sponsor retards, so I think you guys would fit right in. Excuse me, child, shut up. Yeah, Dave here again. I think you guys are doing a great job. I'd love to be a sponsor.
You know who that is?
It's either Al or Justin.
That was great.
You know
It's
what?
hilarious.
Hey, I want you guys to know,
Yeah.
I almost called in and did a fake old Irish woman.
Yeah.
Where I was gonna talk
Do it
about
now.
Yeah, do it now.
All right, here we go. Here's the
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Will I 8
Wait.
Mile it?
Hold on. What part of Ireland are you from? Because I know what part.
Same one as Rory. How's that for a dig?
Yeah, good.
No, I'm kidding. All right. Hello, boys. This is Catherine here, calling just to say I really like this Italian lad you have here. He's pretty handsome. Maybe you should keep having the Italians on. Maybe do some good for the show. You know, you bunch of cunts. Love ya.
That's fucking good.
Catherine's not bad.
Yeah,
You
dude.
should have called in.
Sometimes I show up and sometimes I fucking fail.
Dude, that was fucking dynamite.
You know what? I got
Very good.
I got
Very
an idea.
good.
I got an
Very
idea.
good. Very
You
good.
fucking
I got
cunt.
little arms.
You know how Al? I don't know. Well, I don't, as if you're a brainiac like I am, Al is horrible at accents. So like, I have an idea for the show where I'm gonna put a bunch of different accents into like a hat. When we pick them out, we just gotta do it.
Yeah.
So it's like Indian,
Yeah.
Asian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Black.
Again, this is one of those moments where I'm like trying to invite myself.
Yeah, you can. Sure. Yeah.
I love accents, and
I love
sometimes I
everything.
can pull it off.
He still has his fucking
When- when
headphones.
we-
Listen,
when
I'm
we
an
doing
idea.
this-
There's no reason to have those on.
Hey, I want you to know something. On my show, you
You have
wouldn't
them all the
know.
time.
I'm only kidding.
No, first off, you have sunglasses on. Bing bong.
Ah, he
My
knows.
dude. But that's because 2 reasons, and I want you guys to know. Not because
Because
I'm a
you're fucking-
douchebag.
you know-
1, because I have 2 big lights, and 2, because I'm controlling the mixer while I'm recording. So by me having sunglasses, you can't see my eyes looking down at the keypads to look where the buttons are.
He's a real YouTuber.
Yeah.
Which we're like Spotify guys.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about the camera.
Yeah.
As I'm talking, I'm not
He
looking.
loves breaking the fourth wall. He loves looking at the camera.
Every
Cause
time I
hey.
see you get on the mic,
Hey,
you're
listen.
like,
You're like
Look.
Scott Zolak.
I'm ready.
Just staring at it.
Hey, I want you to know something. I was ready for this. I'm late to the party, but the only reason I'm doing a podcast is because music sucks, and I feel like I'm talented enough that I got a shot. And if it doesn't work, at least I can grow old feeling like
shot your shot.
I
You
gave
shot
it-
your shot.
You know what I mean?
That's our spot.
And the worst thing that can happen is I can have fun and meet more people.
I agree,
And-
dude.
And the reason I reached out to you guys is because number 1, I'm confident enough in myself to not be like, fuck them.
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
say? Hey guys,
Yeah.
love your show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I'd like, you guys are out there killing it. You got parties constantly.
Yeah.
And I wanna,
You're about to have a party constantly in
Yeah.
your pants.
my wife's in for it when I get home. You know
My
what I mean?
wife's a fan.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know,
I got the kid to prove it.
but you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I got laid once.
Yeah.
Me too, 3 times.
I'm gonna get snipped again.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna get snipped.
Not
again.
Again?
Not again. I'm sorry.
Double
Oh my
snip.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, no.
You're like, give it to me one more
That
time.
other story is for Patreon.
Snip us again.
Okay.
No, listen. I mean, look. The way I think about it, like I've said this, and this is a little bit inside baseball, but if nothing ever happens from this podcast, which I think probably, I think probably like if this just stays the same, I'm totally good with it.
Yeah.
Right. We make a couple bucks
Dude,
max. But what I'm saying is, we don't know you. We don't know Al. We don't know all these people. And by the way, like my thing is, would it be great to have like super famous, awesome people on shore? Right. It would be great. Right. Probably not gonna happen. I honestly, it's like when 270,000 people got to see Josh tell that story.
Right.
Josh has no social media.
yeah.
That's like, to me, I'm like, that's fucking that's so awesome.
Yeah.
That we can show them people like Josh, Bobby C, Clocky, that they're never gonna meet. That are like, just like, dude, when Boat showed up to the fucking Patreon party, poor kid, like, because he wasn't drinking. He's like, people were like, shut up, the kids like, they're joint boats.
Yeah.
They're like, they were seeing like
Hey,
fucking.
he left in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
He's like, this is enough for me.
Really?
Yeah, because everyone hounded him. They were like, "You're Joey Boats," what?
Yeah.
And they started asking him questions. So he was just like,
Well,
he was just like,
all right,
It's like a
everyone-
reverse Seagull, dude.
and everyone
I
was
get it. I
hammered.
get it.
At
Everyone
that
was
point,
hammered, and he
everyone was
wasn't.
hammered
Now,
at that point.
I
So
will-
he
and I-
walks in sober.
Look, and here's the other thing. In fairness,
I'm a social butterfly.
we do this all the time, right? So what I'm saying is that, like, everybody knows everything about us who listens to the show.
Yeah.
Because they listen to it every week, right? So
It's off-putting to have someone who you don't know walk up to you and know things about you.
Right.
It's odd.
yeah, but that's for us, that comes with the territory.
100%.
me-
I agree.
1000%.
It gets me
But
so
it's just
like happy.
odd. It's like, oh, you listen, and then I get a little bit like shell shocked or like introvertish
Yeah.
when that happens, because like people will come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're the guy that does those beef reviews.
Yeah,
You're
so
the guy
you
that
come
does
up to
have this."
50, tell them the show sucks. Just walk away.
Yeah, I'd rather.
Well, the funny thing is that I'm wicked quiet to myself, right?
By the way, come up to me and tell me I'm awesome. I like that, actually.
Yeah, like if someone came up to me and said, "Hey, you know, it has happened." If someone said to me, "Hey, you know, like I like the show, you know, you guys are hilarious, I love it," I would be like, "Oh my god, thank you so much," because that's my music. This
Yeah.
is my music. This is my art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you appreciate it, then thank you. This is
Imagine
what
that
it's
you
for.
want to hear me talk. Imagine,
agree.
you know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But so that's where it's
Yeah.
odd to me, because
I believe that people do.
People don't come up and say, or maybe I just don't hear it
No,
the right
I'm-
way.
no,
people
but
don't.
I'm just-
But people don't come
Sorry.
up and say, "Oh, I saw your shit. I love it." People are like, "Hey, I saw your reel," and I'm like, "Fuck." Did you like it? Like, I don't want to say, did you like it or did you hate it or
I
whatever.
do.
I feel like
I take people's phones and press the fucking button. All right, that's grinding. I'm grinding.
Let's go, dude.
We just started with Instagram. We're
That's
already
it.
at to almost 450,
Nice.
and
Yeah,
you know
let's go.
500 is the
Yeah,
marker.
dude. Yeah.
Fucking
That's
go,
an extra
bro.
caution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
It didn't start with a haircut and a shave.
no,
Let's
you know what
go.
I'm saying? And truth be told, out of the three of us that I had this idea, I'm piggybacking off of Bad Brains' idea.
Yep.
And I have the most Everyday Nonsense podcast has the most to gain. You know what I mean? Like we have the least amount of following coming into this tournament.
Yeah,
this
but whatever. Who
battle of
cares
the
about
podcast.
that? That's
There's
irrelevant.
no battle,
way.
dude.
No, but that's
We're all
what it
trying to
hey,
get.
this is
well,
what I'm
Here's gonna be
saying.
the
golf-
best,
He's
dude.
talking about the golf battle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. But other than that, like we're just like the wrestlers backstage. We all go and party. We
Yeah,
all
pump-
Yeah, but
Pull
dude,
each
there's
other
no.
up.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
all right. So, for example, like, there's no negative to anybody.
animosity.
There's no negative to anybody
No.
because it's like, all right, for example, like we have. We're
I'll
gonna
look at
have,
your dick right now. No one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares.
I don't think that's on the table.
We're gonna like we're gonna have.
I said back,
you
dude.
do you.
like, dude, there's no like, I don't know. Like in my opinion,
Only
like,
white
it's
guys
all,
make
it's all
dick
about.
and gay jokes.
Yeah,
We
Kevin,
do.
Kevin
I know.
Hart specifically doesn't
Sorry,
follow us
yeah,
anymore.
Brendan.
He doesn't even, Kevin Hart doesn't even listen anymore because of the amount of dick jokes.
It's
that
true.
That's
Yeah,
what
he
they
told me
do.
that
It's-
first
He was
one.
like,
Yeah.
he was like, guys, I can't do it.
Yeah,
and I was like,
But
you're
I'm-
so short, it doesn't
Chappelle
even
though
matter.
was like, I'm still in on this
Yeah.
podcast.
fucking
all right, let's get back to the draft.
Sorry,
yeah,
yeah.
let's go.
All right, so Lawrence is back up.
Lawrence is up. You
Danny?
have, what do you have, 4?
I have 4, so I got 1 left.
Do I have 4?
You have 1 left.
I have 3. No, I get 2 left.
You get 2 left.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I get the wraparound.
So yeah, so
The
I'm the
reach
only one
around,
with 1
if
left.
you will.
So Lawrence is up.
Lawrence
you got
is
2
up.
left, so this will be your second to
one
last.
left?
All right.
No, you both have 2
You
left.
got 2.
All right. Oh, you guys are done.
Wait, you started.
I know. Yeah,
I
let me
started,
go.
but I'm only 3. You
guys
have
are
4
done.
because you're
Okay,
coming
Okay,
back.
yeah, go ahead.
Puff Daddy. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
that's
him
a good
before
one.
somebody else
Yeah,
takes
yeah,
him.
yeah, it was on mine.
He was.
He's not a
gonna
great
go.
guy.
No.
That's a
Ter-
great fucking
terrible,
pick.
dude.
You know,
Yeah,
it really it is.
Do you think that he
Thank
was
you, yeah.
instrumental in killing Diddy? I mean, killing.
Biggie,
Yes.
100%, yes.
Especially if he was going to
Absolutely.
leave him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
if Biggie wasn't into that
Yeah.
stuff and was going to leave him after
Yeah.
and this is listen. Everything I learned is
And then
from
he
the internet,
owned like
from
all
video.
his shit, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
now who knows if
He had the
Biggie
best.
Biggie might not have known about what P. Diddy was into. I literally think that fucking Suge Knight was going to kill Diddy. And he was like, I'll get after Tupac was dead, I think Diddy was like, "I'll tell you where Biggie's gonna be. You just kill him, and then we're even. And then we're even." You don't think so? I think he sold out Biggie to Suge just to even the score. And he's like,
Puffy wasn't from the
bygones
city.
be gone-
He wasn't from the
bygones be
city.
bygones.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Puffy
Don't
wasn't.
say
Yeah.
anything bad about Suge Knight. He's a friend of the program. He
Puffy
listens
was
every
Is
from
he
like
really?
fucking Saugus.
That'd be awesome. Hey, I messaged like everybody.
week. I like that. Though. You,
That
said
one.
that. You just hit everybody
Post
up,
Mal-
right?
Hey, if Post
Post Malone.
Malone, he was coming here to do a show. I sent him a message.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the worst that's gonna happen? He's
Nothing.
not gonna answer me.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna say no.
Yeah, Danny just hit up
I
Shane
got-
Gillis.
Buddy, I did
So
a
what
whole,
happened?
I did a whole
Let it-
video.
Hey, what the fuck? Why not?
Everyone's like-
I love it.
Did
Hey.
Post Malone answer you?
No.
Can I talk? Hey, real
Absolutely
quick,
not.
can I talk
Not
about
even the
that?
midget
Yeah.
comedian guy.
Can I talk about that real
Sure.
quick? So I am a huge, obviously I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. I did the most for like a fucking 2-minute video
Yeah.
to get to Shane Gillis's fucking Instagram, anything, whatever. I had people call me and text me like, "You think he's gonna answer?" I'm like, "Do you think I give a fuck, dude?" And I'm like, "Dude, can I just like live for a minute?
Yeah.
What if he does?" Dude?
Exactly.
And then what? And then what? You're gonna be like, "Oh, all right." And I go, "Now you're gonna say you know Danny Gillis?" I don't give a fuck.
Shoot is shoot.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I hate.
Dude.
That's what I said to Shaq.
Yeah.
I told Shaq,
Yeah.
you're coming here for the NBA Finals. You want to come up to my house in Boxford and
Yeah.
record a podcast? My wife will cook you a home cooked meal. You'll have a home cooked Italian meal. We'll hang out, safe environment in the boonies, and have a good time and just shoot the shit.
And Shaq was in Atlanta and he said, delete.
Absolutely not. I'm not taking. No,
You ever see his house?
No.
He's got a huge, I love koi ponds.
Yeah.
I love fish. I'm a Pisces. You know that? Do you know that?
Oh, Pikes
I
as
love-
well.
Fish.
Don't be a fucking. Are you really? You're not a fucking.
Oh, Pisces.
You too?
No, wait. both
He's,
of you.
he's going to talk about Zodiac. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to talk about Zodiacs.
I picked him for my
Listen,
number 2 pick.
I love water. I'm not a Pisces, Danny. Forget about that. I never said that. I love
I'm a Leo,
water.
by the way.
You
That
know-
means a fire
you know,
sign.
Hey, you know what I love? I love fucking fish. I love water and I love fish. It makes me feel relaxed.
I like
Seeing
that.
water
Yeah, I agree with you.
in
I
fish
agree with you.
tanks and just being at a lake, it makes me feel
Yo,
awesome.
Weebay. Yo, Weebay.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I got bigger hands though.
Favorite-
Smallest hands in the fucking Wire. Dude, anyone that watches The Wire, next time you watch The Wire, watch Weebay's episodes. His hands are so small. It's like baby hands, dude. Anyway, so I love fish. And koi pond. Shaq's got a great koi pond.
Really?
The best koi pond.
I gotta say.
Who's up? Is it me?
Danny's up.
Oh, Danny's.
Oh my bad. Shit.
And then you get a double, and then it comes back around.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one more.
Oh,
Yep.
these are my last two, right?
Yeah.
No, you got one right now.
One right now, and then after 15.
And then I got two.
Perfect.
And then
The
you got-
worst human ever that's successful, Dan Schneider from Nickelodeon.
It's a
good one.
Fat
Very
one that
good
was
one.
on head of the class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he put did them Bonds.
Well, he would touch. He would.
I loved
he
her.
Get
basically-
massages.
He was.
Amanda Bonds.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at
Spines.
her.
Spines. Yeah. yeah,
Bonds.
yeah, yeah.
What a
Hey,
shame.
terrible, terrible fucking guy. And he's a zillionaire and he's not in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
it's
made a
good one.
zillion dollars.
And he made
And
it past
honestly, he
the
was
last
off my
statute
radar.
of
That's
limitation.
a good pick.
good
He
one.
was off my radar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
I
that
want
is a
it
good
like
pick.
if he walked in here right now, he'd be in a fucking meat grater. I hate his guts.
Right in the back of
He
my truck.
stinks.
I thought you were gonna go with that bartender at Hooters.
Did not. But
Did you buy
Inside
the
joke.
calendar?
I did not, dude.
That was about the story I was waiting for, but I forgot.
I'll be
'Cause
honest with
I
you.
didn't want to
I'll
Get
be-
the autograph.
No, I'll.
John Hancock.
We can go to the Patreon, but
Yeah,
like,
we'll figure
there's
that
a
out.
lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But
One time I bought a pair of Jenna Jameson's underwear from the Foxy lady. She took the underwear, she shoved them up her snatch, and she sold them. And I bought them.
How much?
On the Patreon.
Yeah. Tell us the price on the
That's a
page.
Patreon. Go ahead.
Zuckerberg.
Oh,
Zuckerberg's-
good one.
Yeah,
Zuckerberg's
we
number
dragged
4
it
for
through
me,
the
dude.
mud last
He's
week.
a liar.
Dude. Yeah.
He sucks. He's such a liar.
how
dude.
about that?
Yeah.
fucking
He's
vi-
never. He's
How about
never
that
shot.
video I sent, dude?
He's never shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so odd. So odd.
So
like
bad.
you said, it looked like AI. He's walking into an MMA fight, bobbing his head, like not to the music.
Yeah, at
100
all.
I don't think there was music to the video you sent, and I knew he was offbeat.
Yeah.
Just by looking at him, I was like, dude, you're offbeat.
Yeah.
You're a
No,
fucking
listen,
loser.
He's a billionaire, not cool. He's a dork.
The dork.
But he's very successful,
Yeah,
And
good
he's
for
a bad
him.
guy.
and he's a fucking loser. He manipulates
Whatever.
social media. He
He
sees,
stole the app.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he
look,
stole
yeah.
it from the
You know
fucking
what I'm saying?
Winklevise.
Yeah.
You know,
We
we
go walk.
slides in
Winklevoss.
Cambridge in the
Why?
winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking clown.
I got a good
No,
buddy.
I
I got a
Slides
good
running
buddy.
through the
I'm not
fucking
gonna.
snow,
saw them
slipping
with-
all over the place.
I'm not
dude.
gonna use this kid's name, but I got
It's
a
a
good
good
buddy
movie.
It is
who
good. It is a good movie.
graduated
Good for
Harvard
him.
with both those
would've
guys.
stole
He's
it,
about,
too.
he's
I'm
bigger.
actually a fan.
This kid's bigger than Fitz.
Me too.
This kid's bigger than Fitzy, and he was like telling me like the Winkle. They were like telling him, they're like, yeah, they're like, this fucking dickhead stole it from us. He's like, and I was like at a party with him. I'm like, yeah, it's going nowhere. He's like, fucking, this thing's gonna die. He's like,
Yeah.
next thing you know, this kid's fucking just printing
200
it.
billion.
All
Yeah,
right, Fitz, you're
20
back
years
up.
later, fucking meta. Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe.
I almost did it.
Now, so
I don't hate the spec.
so the success part of it is
Marginal.
questionable because yeah, it's marginal because
Successfully lived in a bed for most of his
Yeah.
life.
but once he knew that he had that fucking ticket, he was like, Charlie, I can walk again.
Yeah, he's
I'll
literally
take you.
backflips
Let's
all
go
over the
sit
place.
fucking. Let's go sit
So
fucking.
the inside joke
this
is
is part of
Willy
my
Wonka.
fucking
that
comedy.
act is from Malden.
You know this,
Oh,
correct?
he is?
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000%.
yeah.
One from the Godfathers from around here, too, from Revere.
Yeah, I know where
Fredo.
I know where they're both buried. Just so you know.
Nice.
In a bed. He's buried in a bed.
Yeah, he couldn't get up until he got the golden ticket. Then he was like, Charlie, let's
Grandpa
go.
Joe, Jack Albertson, by the way, is his
Yeah.
name.
Terrible
Loser.
human being.
Loser.
Yeah, terrible human
However,
being.
however, he might have been the first person to reach out and say, fuck the government.
Yeah, but they wasn't even, they weren't in the U.S. They were in like fucking the Netherlands or something like that.
Dude, I
They
tell
were
you
in
right
the
now.
Netherlands?
Insurance
It
fraud.
was in
Give me
He was
some
lying.
fucking
maybe
facts.
Switzerland.
Give me some facts.
Who makes chocolate? Where
Give me
were
some
they?
facts.
Belgium.
Give me some
The
facts.
Dutch.
Oh, they were
they were fucking.
Oh, that's where they
he had-
were?
Yeah.
With perfect English.
Once he-
With
once he-
perfect English,
Hey,
Fitz.
once he got out of bed, he had clogs on.
I don't give a fuck. Hold on. Wait a minute.
He had a
They all
fucking-
sounded like me and you, except they were in like fucking Kansas. They were in
That's-
Kansas.
That's Hollywood for
Are they
you.
in Kansas?
They lied to us, Danny.
So, hello, dude.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
McFly.
What's happening?
McFly, hello.
Anybody
So
home?
they're gonna take
Anybody
a whole
home?
bunch of American actors and they're gonna bring them over and they go, hello, you fucking little cunt, and here's your fucking golden ticket.
Correct.
Something
Good
like that.
cockney. It's
Yeah.
good cockney.
Oh, that was good. That was
I need a clocky voicemail next week about Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, Clocky
he loves
hates
going in on
Grandpa
Grandpa
Joe.
Grandpa
Joe.
Joe's the greatest human on earth ever. First person to ever to fucking overthrow the government.
Yeah.
He's the first person. He made welfare.
He's the worst human that ever got marginally successful for going to a chocolate factory and drinking fizzy lifting joints.
Yes.
Fizzy lifting
You didn't want to be there? Everyone had a father or a mother or
I
something.
would, but I would have been working the whole time.
Once
before
I saw
that.
what
I'm
Dude,
not
I'll
happened
tell
to
you
sleeping-
right
Augustus,
now,
I
when
wouldn't
I
have
used to
touched
watch
it.
that,
I
I'm
would
not
have been
sleeping.
scared.
I'm not
Come on.
sleeping
You
in bed.
didn't want to be there?
When I watched that movie when I was a kid and they
How
get stuck in the
bad?
tube,
How bad?
I was like horrified. I was
How
like,
bad
Gene
would Grandma
Hackman. I
Georgina
loved
and
him.
Grandma Josephina's bed
Was no
smell
Gene
after
Gene
20
Wilder.
years in bed?
Gross.
Yeah.
who's just
Probably like Somerville, dude.
Sour box.
All right, we're getting off the we're getting off the thread.
I'm done with this fuck.
Danny, back.
Dude. Oh, god damn it.
You're up.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Grandma Joe.
Grandma Josephina and Grandma Georgina.
All right. So here's my last pick, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Amy Schumer.
Whoa, I didn't see this coming on my bingo
Yeah,
card tonight.
I don't, yeah.
You want to know why?
Why?
She is literally, and you can Google this if you want. She said that she's never she's never
Penetrated.
no. She's been penetrated by God forbid who. She's never climaxed by penetration.
Oh,
Okay.
that's terrible.
This is a crime against humanity. Is that
Hold on.
It's a
Wait,
classic
but
Danny
she-
number 5. It's a classic. It's a
Mohan's
classic
gonna
Danny.
have his day with this.
Mohan.
Hold on a minute.
that
you guys
chat-
aren't with me?
I know, so okay. So what's? It's just terrible. You
She
hate it.
stinks.
Okay. Yeah.
so?
She's
Wait,
very
do you think she's
successful.
lying? Do you think
Very
she's lying?
successful.
Gross.
Very
Do you
successful.
think she's
Yeah.
lying?
100% she's lying. 1,000% she's lying.
Million.
Million.
Yeah.
You're with me on that.
Yes.
She was a fucking piece of dog shit before she was. I don't know how she got fucking successful.
Never having come.
Well, does she say that she gets off on like
She's
getting
literally-
her blocks
you can-
eaten?
No, she literally said she's never once got off.
Being a guy is awesome though, because you just get off like doing anything. Like you're just like, I rub my dick against the fridge and I came.
And there's proof.
Yeah.
With girls, it's like, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
had
Amy
one.
maybe she
Schumer
came. You know what I
stinks,
mean?
dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can someone agree with me
I'm
here?
so-
I
hey,
feel
I'm
like
so
we're
glad.
not on the same page. This girl stinks.
I'm so glad that you
I think
said her
she
name
stinks,
again
but
because
I
I,
don't know
had to
that,
text my
like-
wife when you said it the first time. So this whole time I haven't had a fucking clue who you've been talking about. And
She
I'm
lives
like,
down the street.
Amy
She's just a
Schumer,
girl.
she stinks. Yeah,
She's
she
from
does.
Saugus, this girl. Yeah.
I like
She
that.
wasn't-
She's got a worse fucking upper lip than me.
Yeah,
She's
all her movies she stinks too.
She was
she
never.
has movies.
Yeah, she stinks in
Oh
them.
yeah, she's got movies.
She didn't come in any of them either.
Kidding.
It's a
She never
joke.
came in any of the movies.
Yeah,
It's the worst
never.
part.
Yeah.
Definitely not for penetration.
So what is it? Dildo?
Dude, I also-
No,
I'm
she
saying right now,
literally,
though.
That makes
literally
her-
like said that. She's never had a fucking.
I have never come from being penetrated either. So,
Listen,
fairness. you
Well,
know.
I'm
Yeah.
really good with
company.
my oral because sometimes I come too quick. So I mean, so I gotta make
That's
sure.
why I have 4 kids, dude.
Okay,
It
so
ain't over until you both get your cookies.
So she's more like
like
Biggie
Chinese
than I
food.
am. She came twice. I came last. I rolled the
Yeah.
grass. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
Think fast.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, you're up.
All right. It's my turn.
Yeah.
And I'm not prepared.
You got one last one.
It
All right.
happens.
It's gonna be weird if it's Amy Schumer.
It happens.
It's the last
Buffalo's
one.
ahead by one.
Last one. I go with
Buffalo's ahead by one.
How about
Yes.
fucking Dave Sweeney right now? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Dave
Bill's
Sweeney, the
Mafia.
original Ginger.
All right, just because I want to win, I'm gonna go with Fauci.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
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 That's
By the
What a
way,
fucking
I have to say this too.
pardon.
I gotta say that. Yeah. Here's the thing. How do you pardon people against future potential crimes?
Yeah, no shit.
Wild.
So
I
can they
almost
just go
messaged
around like
Biden.
murder people?
Said, I wanna,
Dude, can they go around? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me
Buddy,
one.
Hey, can you get rid of my shit?
Yeah. yeah.
You don't know if I
Yeah,
really live
guy
over
code,
here, right?
guy
Hey, how
code.
are you?
Guy
Yo,
code?
Joe.
Yeah.
You know this guy from fucking
I'm not afraid to ask people.
Hey, Rose Street Projects.
You're not afraid to reach out.
No.
Lawrence. Lawrence is like reaching out with Bill Clinton. He's like, you want to come on?
Olive
And
Bridge.
you're
I'm like, yeah, let's get this.
Yeah. I think that's a good one. Yeah, I agree. And by the way, I do think, and I'm stealing a little bit because well documented. And by the way, Al also is a huge Kirk Minahan fan. He talks about it all the time. It's true. It's like, how are we fucking you just pardon whoever the fuck you want and it's okay? Like,
So I guess
by the way, also I have to say this.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm not anti-Trump. Well documented, right?
yeah.
That said, like he pardoned those January 6 dudes, right? The guy comes out, he's like, "This is a great day of Patriots." That dude like assaulted a cop. Like, I'm sorry, like,
Yeah,
I'm not down with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
No,
that's not
no,
fucking cool.
Absolutely
Like,
not.
I disagree with that too. That being said, the same thing that Biden did just now, Trump did 4 years ago too. He pardoned,
all do it.
He pardoned a couple people
Yeah.
preemptively before
Oh,
Biden
yeah,
took office.
okay.
Yeah. I think it happens, which that's what I mean. The whole system is fucked.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
whole system
really.
is fucked, right? I'm not a huge Trump guy,
yeah.
but I don't want the last 4 years to continue.
I
I'm a
agree.
number-
But I'll tell you
that's
right
all I'm
now.
saying.
I'll tell you this right now. I'm
Numbers were
pardoning.
better.
If I got
The
one,
numbers were better 4 years ago.
100%.
I'll tell you
I'm
who
a
I'm gonna
numbers guy.
pardon. I'm pardoning Justin from Brain right now.
Yeah,
because he's
dude.
definitely gonna get arrested for something.
Yeah, he's gonna do
You know what I
something.
mean?
I would like my
sketchy.
felonies
Yeah.
taken away.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
I pardon you, Lawrence. How you
I
like
would
that?
you're
appreciate
pardoned,
this.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, here's my last one,
Last
then
one.
we're done.
Yep.
This is a guy. This is a hard one for me to do. But he's a horrible human being. Vile. In fact, if he had his shit more together, if he was richer, he'd make Diddy look like the fucking country club. R. Kelly. I mean, this guy.
Yeah.
So he was on my list, and I probably should have picked him fifth, but
Now that said, Ignition fucks.
It does.
Ignition fucks.
Yeah.
That song
Let me
fucks.
get it.
I hate
The
to admit it, dude.
Dude, let me get that beat.
Ignition
Anything he's
fucks.
ever fucking done, dude, it's a great
Banger.
song.
Dude,
so
In a Disney
The-
movie.
accusations in the
they're bad.
dude, he like had prisoners.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it was. He
Yeah.
had prisoners.
Yeah. Dude, and
It
now
was-
his daughter's coming out being like he molested his daughter.
Really.
He's
Oh,
probably the worst guy ever.
yeah,
but
it's
he
bad.
writes bangers.
But can I say something
Yeah.
about music
I
now?
pardon R. Kelly. That's what I'm pardoning next.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, you can't.
I'm kidding.
You can't.
But you pardon the
You
guy from the
can't.
Rolling Stone. Like this, hey, back in the day, the 70s, they were all fucking 13-year-old groupies. Some of them married them.
Dude, I'll tell you right now. You
Scumbags.
watch, dude, you
You know
watch
what I'm
this.
trying to say? Like,
you
I have
watch
a
this
daughter now.
American Primeval show. Let me
No.
tell you what was a
Yeah.
big.
You talked
Now
about
listen,
it, dude.
I always
Watch
this is
it.
a
I'll
take.
definitely
This is a
will,
take that I not so
Shout out to-
famously made on this show,
American
which is
Primeval.
this: is that anybody is always like, man, I wish I was around in like the old West. Like,
Nope, you
like
couldn't
you
hack
do
it.
not.
You
But I'll
could
tell you
not
what
hack it, yeah.
what was a big hobby back then: raping.
Yeah.
Like people were like, let's rape some people.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
people like, I feel like if there were not a lot of women
Murder.
around, guys were getting raped. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
anybody was
If
getting
you had
raped.
no protection, you were getting raped.
You were getting raped.
That's been
Hold
going
on.
Yeah,
on
worse
since
than
the
prison.
days of
guys-
ancient.
Are you guys fans of like
Rape?
No.
No.
No, my favorite thing right now is like watching people get caught, like on Instagram. Have you watched this?
No.
Doing what?
Doing what?
Getting caught trying to like.
rape somebody?
Chris Hansen shit?
Oh,
To
yeah.
catch a
Yeah.
predator?
Yeah.
predator? And I
It's-
want
I
to
mean,
know why
that's
they took
always-
that off.
No,
the
no,
air.
like
that was a
Dude,
great
I,
show.
I was like laying down one day at like 10 o'clock in the afternoon at night, and I go, oh, this comes up Predator, and I'm like, what's happening here? And there's people out there just like, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, but here's all right, but here's the problem.
It's
Did
insanity,
you see
Brendan.
that shit that happened at like was it at Bentley or Brandeis, one of those colleges recently? You see this news story?
No.
So these kids, like whatever, college kids, this girl, they decide they're gonna do one of those scams, right? They're gonna lure a guy in and they're gonna fucking. So the girl tells him she's 18, come meet me in my room, and he thinks he's just gonna pound her out. He's like, whatever. I think he was like 45 or something.
Yeah.
But he's thinking she's 18 years old.
18's legal.
So
It's
they
legal.
bring
Yeah.
the guy gets on campus. These
Beat the
dudes come
shit
out,
out of
beat
him?
the shit out of him. They're
Oh,
all facing.
idiots.
They're all
Wild.
facing time.
Yeah, wild.
Like,
Yeah.
and then she was like, no, I told him I was 16, but they went back to a text and she was like, I'm 18 years old. It's
Yeah.
like, that's not a
Those-
crime.
That's retarded.
Genius.
So,
Yes.
Genius.
yeah,
when I
Gen
would
Z
get,
kids.
Yeah.
I got 2 hookers at one time once
yeah.
because I was getting to a point in my age where I realized it was never going to happen organically,
Yep.
and I wanted it to happen while I was
listen.
single. You know what I mean? Before I got tied
Sure.
down and could never do it before
Yeah.
I died.
Yeah.
So I got 2 of them, and I paid them so it was willing. You know what I mean? Anyway, but when I got
They
there,
weren't sex slaves in your
no,
basement. Or something?
first off, they were one, and it wasn't any of them from the picture. They were a lot older, so it was like that whole like big.
And they were guys.
You want breakfast?
False advertising.
You know, but whatever. So, but it was like a business, and then they send 2, so then you end up getting 2. I don't know how I got here, but
We're
Let me
here.
tell you this.
We're here now.
All right.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Keep
I
going.
believe this.
it's
now,
a great
now
fucking
listen,
story.
I've
Keep
never.
going.
We can do it on Patreon
All
because
right,
it's
we'll do
really
it.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
on
save it for
Patreon.
Patreon.
All right,
Join
sorry.
Patreon for $5 and hear about this.
I'm
No,
made for
I will say this.
Patreon. boys.
I'm definitely like a
It
believer
reminds-
in the fact that like, look, you should essentially legalize everything, and in a way that's like completely consent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it should be regulated
Taxable.
in a way. Do you know what I mean?
Taxable.
Like sex trade for minors should be legalized. You know what I mean?
Negative.
Oh.
Kidding around.
That's
I'm
a
joking around.
huge negative on my end.
Yeah,
50,
right,
pardon
no.
me. Pardon me now.
No.
Pardon me
Vegas,
now.
it's legal.
So that story reminds me of Office
were old
Space, where
women,
he's
not
like,
young.
What would you do if you were a millionaire? Like 2 chicks at the
At
same,
the same time,
time.
dude. Yeah. No, I'm joking around, but I do think I do think that operating in the shadows is probably not the best thing. And by the way, you get back in the day, we've talked about this strippers, like house strippers in Massachusetts. Like back in the day, house strippers in Massachusetts, those weren't really strippers. Like
No.
those are hookers.
They're
You know what I
right.
mean?
They were
100%
prostitutes.
Those are prostitutes,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that come to your house and dance for 10 minutes. Then they're like, "What do you guys want?"
Yeah.
It's
All
like,
right, who's first?
what?
Who wants
No,
blow?
that's what the
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what the pimp is saying.
Yeah.
All right, who's first?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what room?
Yeah.
Who wants blowies?
And
I mean, I
luckily,
wouldn't know.
if you're in luck, it's the trans.
I have no
waiter
idea how this
from,
would go.
You know.
I'm
yeah,
guessing.
yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know how
guessing.
this really works. Right? Shamrock Entertainment shout out. All right, what a show.
Yeah, good
Gotta
show.
take a little bit of
Yep.
editing.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do
I had a
Patreon.
blast.
We're gonna do Patreon next.
That was
Sick.
2
You staying
hours.
for Patreon?
Yeah, fuck
go.
yeah.
That was
We
2
gotta
hours,
tell the
16
hooker
minutes.
story.
Yeah, it's
It is what it
it's
is.
a,
Sorry.
No,
it's
that's
a hell
great.
of a hell of
That's
a
what we
show.
wanted.
I love it.
All right, shout out to everybody who listens. If you want to listen to Lawrence's story of, I think that story's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to
I
hear
can't
it.
It's a
wait
good
to.
time.
Yeah,
It's a good
I can't
time.
wait.
I'm
Yeah.
animated too.
You know
'cause
what? You should really do everything you want in life without
Join-
like
dude,
pissing on
join the
kids or whatever.
Patreon.
Like R. Kelly
Yeah, join
does.
the Patreon.
Yeah, join the Patreon.
It's
This
$5,
is, you're gonna
dude.
get fucking.
It's $5.
All right,
You know what? A lot of
Lawrence's
people
Bare
do?
story.
minimum.
All right,
guys
so when
take
you sign
cash?
up for Patreon,
Yeah.
Okay.
when you sign up for Patreon,
I'll meet you.
you know what's funny? I think you start as like a free account, and then you like put your card in or whatever. There's a lot of people like I think go there and like oh, you gotta pay for this shit. like I'm fucking.
Yeah.
Is it
Which-
what-
It's fine.
Dude, like we always say,
Yeah.
don't.
No
Like,
pressure.
If you don't want to do it,
No pressure.
this show is free every week, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Right.
you want to hear the behind the scenes shit, we give you most of it, but like occasionally there's gonna be some shit like Lawrence is gonna tell us, which I can't wait for.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
either.
It's a good
You know
one.
what I mean? Like that's the Patreon shit. And sometimes that episode's 15 minutes. Sometimes it's 2 hours, and I have to take it down like Christmas when I doxed everybody in my
Yeah.
neighborhood, basically.
Can I intervene for a sec?
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Yeah.
I find that with our show, right?
Yeah.
Our normal thing is around an hour, right?
Yep.
But if I was to have a guest, if you're having a good time like I was tonight, boys, right?
Yeah.
The time flew by. When I had Al and Justin on, we went 5 hours, just to give you an idea.
5?
5.
Wild.
And I edited.
Wild,
Hey,
dude.
I edited shit out.
Really?
Yeah,
Come
because you get warmed up and then you
Yeah.
start
Hey,
flowing.
it's-
And we
and-
got shit
and
faced.
everyone, it's a great episode.
Yeah, check it
loved
out.
it.
Everyday
I thought it was
Nonsense.
great. By the way,
PC.
can I also say this? You go
Sure.
by law, basically, right?
Yeah,
That's your
because my
nickname,
dad wouldn't
right?
let anybody call me Larry.
Like, dude, long arm of the law.
Yeah,
Like,
I had a Ty Law jersey.
Law
with the
dog.
Patriots
Come on,
dynasty.
really?
Dude,
I still
dude.
gotta
So what do
hang
we
out.
call you?
law.
Or
right.
Lawrence.
No, I'm calling you law.
An LG3.
Dude,
Because I'm a
dude.
third.
I'll tell you right now,
Yeah,
law is the best. Now, I will
Law,
say
I
this
like
one
law.
thing.
yeah.
We said at the beginning, you were like, I got some digs for you guys because, like, if you guys come at me, I want to be ready. Like, this is not bad brain, all right? We're not,
Go for it.
Al's OS operating system is just like to go for the throat at all times.
Oh, yeah, savage.
Now, that said, I
Nicest
will
guy
say
off
this.
the
I
air.
will say this. Oh,
He
yeah,
was
he's a
great.
fucking pussy
Yeah, well,
cat.
you know something? I had a blast with them. They were great.
Oh, they were awesome.
Angry Al was not so angry. That was my joke for him.
So here's the question. When are we coming on Everyday Nonsense?
I would fucking love to have you guys on. The only problem I have is
Not
I
enough
have a-
microphones.
I
Too
have
many
a
mics.
four-
Yeah, too many
I have
mics,
a
yeah.
4 mic roadcaster.
Yeah.
If Roadcaster wanted to hook us up, any of us, we're trying to expand. Now, Al said he has a
Now,
6.
listen. I have the same as him. I'll bring it up there. I'll record it.
He's got
Yeah.
the 6. We
Hey,
have the
listen.
6 mic one.
Listen,
Hey, good
I'll bring
luck.
it up. I'll bring it
Yeah.
up.
You want to fucking...
You don't
wanna-
have to work the board. All right, you host.
Yeah.
I'll work. I'll record it all here, and I'll send you the file,
I have
and
a
I'll record the
couch.
fucking video.
I have 2 setups where I have a table on that we use.
Yeah, we can fit in there.
And then I have a couch that I wanted to use better for a
For
better
the two
setup.
hookers.
I'm glad you think
No,
we're set.
no, this is my home.
Yeah.
No hookers. Hey, my days of hookers are long gone. But that's why I did it all before. Anyway, and told my wife. My wife even knows, so I can say all this shit freely. That's the kind of guy I am. Anyway, so yeah, I would absolutely love to have you guys come up. We could set it up, and I'm telling you, this fucking golf tournament idea.
Yeah.
I think we can work it
I
out
love
and
that you
make it
love
fucking
breaking the
awesome.
fourth wall.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, there's a
Hey,
reason.
listen.
At my age, and I don't need.
I think it's great. It's just.
I'm going
I love
for
it.
it.
I
We're
love
swinging
it. I
for
love
the
it.
fucking fences.
I love
That's
it.
it, bro.
Listen,
You're
We
doing
all are.
stand-up comedian.
Hey,
Yeah,
we have a
that's
good
it.
time.
You're-
That's what it
You're a
is.
union plumber, right?
Fucking right.
You don't need shit.
Ah,
But no,
We'll see what happens.
But what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, you're doing this because you believe in yourself. Like
He's
you
my
got
boys.
something.
He's my
Yeah.
And
boys.
you're fun.
He's
And
my
hey,
boys.
And about the fun thing, at my age, I don't see my cousin that much
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. So it's
Like we used to hang out all the time. We used to always do stuff. Life gets busy when you get
Sure.
older. I get to see him and hang out with him, and that's what this
Because
is
of
about.
this shit.
The
Yeah, yeah.
fucking
It's
hang.
awesome.
That's the only time I see him now.
Yeah.
I love this fucking shit.
Dude, I love it. I'll tell you right now, like I said, like I think it's fucking awesome. And obviously, I watch every episode you guys put up.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And like your buddy Dave,
likewise.
I feel like I already know that kid. You know what I mean?
He
And
was kind of. I want you to know something. He went. Oh, so you're going on that show? They didn't ask for anybody else. And I was like, no, Dave. I'm sorry. They only asked for me. I said, but hopefully after this episode, the next time we're asked to come
Well,
back.
I will say this.
We only got so
All
many.
right, all
We
right.
only got so many fucking microphones.
Listen, the 8 microphone setup that Al has, I haven't even tried it out yet. So, and here's the problem in this bar. Literally 4 of us fit in the frame. So,
get it.
so
Yeah.
like that's
I
part
do.
of the problem. So like if we got to do that, we got to figure out a way.
We need
now,
a couch.
We're gonna murder.
I
now,
have
I'll-
a couch, a wrap.
Listen,
I
Listen,
can't wait to come
if
on
Dave-
your couch.
You'll be comfortable.
I guarantee Dave's not making it to 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 37 seconds. But
No,
if he
he loves
does,
it. Yeah.
Dave, you're invited to come on by yourself whenever you want.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
He'd
Dave
love
can
that.
come on the show. I'd like to have him on and talk conspiracies.
He's intelligent.
Dude, I think he's great.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
awesome.
not. That's not my
Buddy,
position.
not.
That's not
Buddy,
my position on
that's
the on
why
the
we're
team.
here.
You know what I'm saying?
Cheers.
Yeah. All right,
Center,
listen.
so I
We're gonna
can
get
move
out
around.
of here. We're gonna do
We'll
Patreon.
do Patreon. Great show.
Yeah, great show.
Yeah. Thanks
Long
for having
live pardons for everybody on the list, obviously. And yeah, so join Patreon and listen to Everyday Nonsense. It's only on YouTube right now, right?
We only post on YouTube because I couldn't figure out how to just send the audio to our Spotify, so I stopped.
We'll figure that out.
You
We'll
know,
help you
baby
figure that out.
steps. But
We'll figure it out.
we're on Instagram, Everyday Nonsense
Yep.
PC.
Yep.
And we just put all our shorts up there. And
That's it.
Dynamite show.
thank
Yeah.
you very much. It's,
Awesome.
it's
Of course.
authentic, so it's really me. And
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed to say the truth.
Yeah.
I don't lie. It's
I
a
agree.
good time.
I don't lie.
You know?
Never
Let's
told
go.
a lie.
All
All
right.
right, listen, Bill Cosby rules. Bye.